We're live.
Oh shit.
So, last session, you guys found yourselves at the bottom of a shaft in a crypt.
Mm-hmm.
Turtle slid down a ramp, fought a couple large zombies, opened the door, and saw on a big dais a skeleton with all these arcane torches in the room, and they have all these focusing mirrors directing the light towards this entity. You all prepared ranged attacks.
Chuck my new hand axe at it.
Alright, we'll just use this as something to shoot at.
There we go. Beautiful.
So, assuming dust is not yet raging.
No. I figured we were doing like surprise round.
Yep.
Chucking stuff at this pile of bones.
Yeah, you guys were all just kind of holding actions to fling stuff at a pile of bones. So, just
Pile
kind of pile everybody in here. Just inside the door. Kind of where they were to ish be. Grab tilt in the back. Yeah. So, let me get this pulled up. We'll roll some initiative. Then we'll.
Give me something good.
Tell me something good.
This was a 9. Alright.
There's a 9.
9.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Oof. 12 for undeveloped.
Alright.
Here, I'll roll.
And 14 for
$13 for me and 3 and 2 for Granny Matilda.
She got that smoker cough. Hold up.
Right.
Yep.
Alright, so I got a 9 for Dust and a 12 for Lenny.
14 for Gideon.
And 13 for Fire, you said?
12.
2.
Siler?
I don't know what his dex is.
His bonus is 0.
It's a nat 20.
Oh, shit. Okay. And Granny Matilda?
Wish that was me.
3.
Alright, so. Wow. Lenny and Fire, you guys rolled the same thing, so.
His dex is guaranteed higher.
My dex is 19.
20.
There you go.
By a smidge.
By a very small smidge, but it is a smidge nonetheless.
Y'all some dexterous motherfuckers in here.
Very quick. Alright. Alright, so the way we're going to do the surprise round is we're going to go around by initiative order. You guys get all your stuff done, and then we'll start the actual round. But we're going to go by initiative order. That way it's a little more, Siler. What is Siler doing? Are you Siler today?
I guess I'm Siler. And we were kind of holding ranged attacks, so I guess he would do a
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame,
Okay.
which would be a dex save. I don't know what his DC is. I think it's 16.
I can pull those up real quick.
And was whatever we're attacking technically prone?
Oh yeah, it's laying down.
Great.
15. This is spell save.
Okay. Does anybody remember what Sacred Flame is? Because I'm playing a character with no spells.
It is 2d8.
Ooh. Some spell damage. That's 10 points of whatever the fuck Sacred Flame does.
Radiant?
Is it radiant or
Yeah.
fire?
No, it sounds like fire, but
Okay.
it isn't.
Is it 10 points?
I don't know if you add your plus to it on a cantrip.
No, not until like 8th level. Some classes do.
Okay.
Something.
Yeah, I don't get no bonuses for him. Alright, what was Gideon holding? Firebolt?
Firebolt, yeah.
Alright, roll to hit.
Uh, 13?
To hit,
Yeah.
does not hit.
Alright. That's what he was holding.
Fire.
All right. He is going to he'll fire. Let me see. I'm going to fire. No, I'll. Yeah. I'm going to cast Spike Growth between us and the
thing?
sarcophagus,
Okay.
actually.
Fair enough.
And I'll let you know that there's Spike Growth.
What's
there.
the radius? It's 20 feet radius?
Yeah.
Now this is a 40-foot-ish room. So
Gotcha.
you could cast it on the far side of this. If you cast it just on the other side of the sarcophagus, you get most of this room.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Alright. So just keep in mind that is there. That way people move through, you can...
Oof.
Oh, wait, no. I'm going to do it just a path.
It's going to cut our mobility down.
Yeah. Because you can just get around going on the side. So, this is the room. I kind of want to be out of the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go in until.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want, we can put everybody just inside. This is a 20-foot room you guys
Yeah.
walked out of, so we can put everybody in here. The people that went already would have had to have line of sight, so these two went already. They're good.
Yeah. So, I'll just do that right around here. Cut for a straight line. That way, Dust can cut around this area,
Okay.
and he'll be able to get and hit.
Okay.
And if it comes right up to us and bypass it, I'll just cancel it. Put it on.
Fair enough.
And I'll bonus action. I'll cast Zephyr Strike because no, I won't. I'll have the dragon go over and breathe fire on him.
Okay.
It'll still count as melee attack, but
This thing's gonna just land right there in like melee and breathe fire?
yeah, it'll fly over it, not like into spikes or anything. But
Yeah.
not 20. Nice.
Very nice.
13 damage.
Okay. Fire damage?
Yeah. And he has enough room. After he splashes them, he'll move around to behind.
Okay. Gideon. Or, Lenderville. Sorry. You were both of them. Threw me off.
Alright. If I was to do fairy fire in front of him, I can hit a 20-foot cube that doesn't get us in it, correct?
Yeah, you could get it just to where you would miss all your allies and miss Thrax, actually.
Yeah, that's what I would.
Just that
that's
thing.
what I'm going to do. So it's a dex save of 14.
Okay. That was a dirty 20.
Oof. Dexterous skeleton. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'll back out of the way for dust.
Alright. Which is handy because now it's Dust's turn.
Dust thought we were kind of like holding range throws, so we'll just chuck his hand axe at it.
Okay.
Do I get 2 attacks or just the 1? Because we're kind of holding.
If he's moving, letting you through.
Well,
Yeah, no, this is. You can take a full action.
2 attacks.
Yeah. Yeah. And I believe the returning property is the bonus, so it's just throw, bonus action, bring back, throw again.
It's a 12 on the highest one.
No. No, that is not the case. Granny Matilda.
2 bad rolls.
She will conjure a skeleton.
Very nice. I think I've got one over here somewhere. Do you have any painted ones? Let's use one of your painted ones, because mine are a mess.
Oh, if it's white, it'd be perfect.
See, that's what I thought, and that's why I never messed with it. Why ruin a good thing? Okay. And where is she conjuring said skeleton?
I'll put it to like the right. Well, actually, it's going to be a ghost, I think.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter.
Well, we use the skeleton as the mini. Yeah. Because my ghost mini is currently. You know what? We'll trade them. There we go. That's the thing you're fighting. Here's your ghost.
There you go. All right, it's going to give him to Willies. All right, so it's in the 20s.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yep, it hits.
It's going to be 11 necrotic, and it has to make a saving throw or be frightened.
Okay. It's actually immune to being frightened.
Okay.
Alright, I gotta find my glasses. I can't see shit.
We've lost the DM. Quick, ambush the monster.
DM has disappeared. Because he cannot see shit.
You blind bastard.
Done. Timing. Alright, is that Granny's turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should bring us back to the top of the round. Alright, now it's starting for real. Siler.
Not sure what we're doing, so he's going to. I'm not sure what.
So you guys pummel this thing. He's got spikes growing. There's a ghost. There's a dragon attacking this thing, and you see this like dull green glow just kind of emanating from. That wasn't there before you started attacking, and now there's this little bit of a glow
Okay.
coming from that skeleton.
Heitzler will cast. I don't know what his spell slots are. But he'll do his 2nd level bless. I assume he has 2nd levels left.
He's used all his first and all his second. He has 1/3 level spell slot left.
He is, he ain't good with resource management.
No, he burns it all up real fast.
Is he on the way, or is he just not coming?
Yeah, he's on the way.
Okay.
He'll use his last third level slot and bless everyone
Okay.
but Granny Matilda.
That's fucked up.
Everyone but him and Granny Matilda?
No, it's 5 at level 3.
Oh, fire level.
I don't even have a 4 plus, so you'll have to use like a clear one or something.
Let's see, that's what I was thinking. Alright, so.
You know what? Do Granny Matilda instead of him.
Instead of who?
Heisler.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what he gets for being late. He doesn't get blessed. He gets his last spell slot used to help the party. And then he'll tuck behind.
I don't think he has any attack spells, whereas Granny, I think, has one.
I think Granny's got a couple.
And then he'll just scoot back behind the wall.
Okay.
In the room, you know, in the, yep.
Alright.
So whatever's in there doesn't have line of sight or whatever.
Cool. Alright, is that his turn?
Yeah.
Gideon. Pyre on deck.
We got half the party controlling the other half the party.
That's exactly what's going on.
He's gonna try to firebolt it again. That's better. 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 2d10.
It's 2d10 for firebolt?
At level 5.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I bet.
Cantrips.
Sorry.
But the sacrifice for a fighter is at your whole action.
And that's not plus anything, right?
Nope.
No. Okay, so 11 points of fire damage.
Cool. Alright, Pyre.
Alright. Shooting it twice.
Level on deck.
You got a bless to help with one of them.
Yeah. Oh, nice. 19 hit.
19 hits.
Alright. Does a 13 hit?
No.
So we know what 19 hits.
Yes. 7 damage.
What kind?
Magical.
From your bow?
Yeah. Piercing and it's 2 fire.
And how many again was that?
7.
7.
8.
Kill.
And Thrax will scratch him.
Alright.
18 hit.
18 just hits.
6 damage.
Alright.
Bane or Bless? I mean, Bane or Fairy Fire?
What's the saving throw on Fairy Fire?
What's that?
What's the saving throw on Fairy Fire?
That's 14, but he made dirty 20 last time.
Are they both concentration?
They're both concentration, but they're both debuffs. So do we want to...
Yeah, but what's the...
Bane would kill his saves all around. He'd get a minus D4 on attacks on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to look for Bane.
Yeah.
Do I have to move up to get within 30 feet of him? Or...
No.
Okay.
You're within 30 feet. Like I said, it's a 40-foot chamber, so.
Alright, so it's a Charisma 14 save.
Come on, that charisma.
Oh, I'm gonna move a bit because I sense something bad is coming. And, let's see. That's gonna be over here.
Fair enough.
Are we doing like the video game cheat where we try to shoot the monster outside the door?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I mean, it's a good tactic. You have cover? You have concealment?
He succeeded.
Son of a bitch.
He might have legendary resistances too.
That's what he used.
Oh.
Oh, there wasn't going to cough.
Then I will move in and skirt around the wall to the corner closest to you, DM.
Alright. Yeah, he rolled a natural 1.
Yeah, there are no spikes to the right.
Yeah. And he rolled a natural 1, so he had to use one of his legendary resistances, which do not repopulate. He has a finite amount of those.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright.
I do not have a finite amount of level 1 spells though, so.
That's fair.
You have a finite amount of cantrips.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Alright, so this thing is going to...
No.
You see this skull just kind of up above this and you see this one green eye. The other eye socket is empty, and there's just like this black kind of mist kind of flowing from it, and this one green cut gem for an eye, and it's just glowing very brightly as this thing kind of just.
Is this a fucking demi-lich?
It's a type of demi-lich.
Oh,
I didn't want to say that earlier.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. See,
It's a variation of a demi-lich.
So it just floated right over the.
Yeah. I need everybody within 30 feet.
do we get any tax opportunity?
Everybody. The dragonwood.
And the skeleton.
If it gets attacked,
It doesn't.
It does.
I think. No, it doesn't.
Yes, the last time we played it, it does.
Oh, never mind.
Everybody's blessed as well.
All right, so everybody make a.
And I'm behind the wall.
Con
so.
Con
is.
save?
Yeah, everything was in 30 feet.
Yeah.
He just came right inside this doorway right here.
Oh, he's inside the doorway.
Yeah.
Do I get any cover?
I'm not being blessed.
You bless.
18 for Gideon.
All right, Gideon's good.
That is a 17 for Dust.
Dust is good.
18 plus whatever for Heisler.
He's good.
Green and Matilda still.
15 for Lenny.
Lenny's good.
I got an 18.
Okay.
And. Oh, Granny rolled good. But. That shit. 16.
All right. This thing, its lower jaw just kind of drops down about 8 inches, and it just produces this ridiculously loud howling scream. But you guys managed to shake it off.
Oh, good.
So it is going to.
I thought it was going to be a mummy. For some reason, I don't know why.
It's going to use its bonus action to Misty Step. Right there.
And I assume now it's in the middle of the thorn pile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would hurt it if it walked. But it floats about 4 feet off the ground.
Right.
It has no walking speed.
Right.
Dust.
Dust is going to rage.
Now you guys have knocked quite a bit off this thing. This isn't, like I said, this is not a full power demi-lich.
Oh.
So don't.
If you kick me into shins, I'll just lose concentration.
Dust will rage. He'll run along the wall and then up onto the ceiling till he's right above the demi-lich.
Okay.
And I don't know how much movement that is.
There's about a 20-foot ceiling in here. I did forget to mention that part. In this first bit, it was like 12 or so. In here, it's got this taller. That way, they can do the torches and the. So you wouldn't be able to like hang from the ceiling and reach them.
Hit him.
But I'm gonna leave that one up to you.
You drop on his head and grab his head.
Yeah, grab
It should be pretty easy to grapple.
Yeah, like Halo, the griff ball where you just got the skull.
Fuck it, I'm going to drop right onto the ground on top of him and take 2 strikes.
Cool. Do it to it, big dog.
Practically.
All right.
How much movement did I use?
Well, if you ran up the wall 20 feet and then across 20 feet, you would have used 40 feet.
So I'd still have 10 feet left. And that is a natural 20 on the first hit.
Very nice.
So that is 12, 16, nice, 26 points of damage on the first one.
Nice.
And the next strike, so that's 17 plus stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, add 2 onto the last one.
Okay.
8, 4, 10, 14 points for the next one. And that would be it's rough terrain there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
You have to dash, so you have to dash.
Alright, I'll back up 5 feet.
Okay.
How much damage would it take?
Be right where you're at.
Crunching on some Legos.
5.
Alright.
Just like piercing?
They're actually psychic thorns for some reason. No, it's 5. It's piercing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just picture the scene in Home Alone where they break all the ornaments, like right outside the window.
Yeah, this thing is going to. You're just out of range. So Granny Matilda and Gideon and Dust need to make a Dex saving throw.
14 for
Is this something I can see?
This eye just kind of,
Okay.
and then it's this pulse
Natural 20 for 23 total.
on Gideon.
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of 14 for Matilda.
She's blessed. Oh, 26 for Dust.
Okay.
18.
All right. This glow just kind of, and it's no effect.
Sweet son of a bitch.
Granny Matilda.
All right.
Get him, Granny Matilda!
The ghost is going to float over to the demi-lich.
Okay.
And
What was her husband's name?
Henry.
Henry? Go get him, Henry!
Back up, Henry! Can he, oh yeah, no one's in fighting position yet. Yeah, so, okay. Give it a little strike. Yeah. Roll disarmor class. So, 14 necrotic.
14 necrotic. This thing goes to swipe at it, and it just passes it right through.
Immune to necrotic, huh?
That would be a reasonable assumption. Is that Matilda's turn?
No, it was just a bonus action.
Oh, we got Siler on deck. Be ready.
I'll try and shoot it with a witch bolt.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20. Do it.
Nice.
What's the damage on witch bolt?
That's a hefty one.
I think it's 1d10 or 1d12.
I think it's 10d10.
14 d.
Hey, it's worth a shot. Yeah, wow. We got to try it.
These are turned up. We've run into that before.
And she's blessed, so fuck it, throw it in there too.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm kidding, it doesn't have to damage.
No.
Did you
It's a d12.
I remember it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Does it do anything else on top
I
of
think
it?
it stays up. As long as you concentrate, you can build
Yeah,
it
it's
down.
like you keep doing it every turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Henry's gone.
Drop concentration, Henry.
Yeah. Don't need it.
Okay. My poor Henry.
Nice.
It's 3d12?
Well, I'm guessing at their level.
And you crit?
Yeah. 21. 31 damage.
Yeah, do
Wait, but you crit.
Oh, right.
So
31 plus 36.
Damn. So it's,
7 points.
67 points. Nice.
oh my god.
That's like crit up.
Granny Matilda.
Oh, Granny Matilda.
That's not Cody rolling,
I feel
right?
like she just like took a big old inhale of her cigarette and then went, "Bah!"
Like, you made me get rid of poor Henry, you fucking bastard.
Jesus.
Some lightning comes out of her trach tube and strikes it full of.
Siler.
I picture she just gets
Wow.
this pocket sand.
Just gonna look in. How's
Chain
the
lightning.
demi-lich looking?
It's hard to tell. It's a floating skull.
Okay.
Didn't look good to begin with.
Yeah.
He's sitting in a wheelchair now.
Looked pretty shitty to begin with. It's got one fucking eye.
We decapitated him.
Poor dude. Just hanging out here. Got one eye. Yeah, it could have been a whole skeleton to start with, and you could just pummel the other half.
I guess we'll just sacred flame.
Why don't we ever try to talk to the demo witches?
So he's gonna have to move.
Just yeah.
Just
Is it 30 feet or 60 feet?
yeah, he's within range. Either way.
So I'm pretty sure it's deck save.
Yep.
I don't know what other cantrips he has. I just know he has that one.
I don't know that he has any other.
Who's up next, bud?
That was natural 1. Gideon's up next. That's a natural 1, but he's going to use a legendary resistance.
Well, fuck you then. I wanted to roll more dice. Man. Burn up those legendary resistances, I guess.
Yeah. Gideon.
Alright, he's got eye shot on him, so he's gonna fireball him again.
Blast. Let's blast.
Yes, I know. Okay. 14?
Does not hit.
Can he move in the room, but like around the Legos on the floor? Like over towards me?
The Legos on the floor are on the other side, correct? They're not over here.
They're closer to
Right.
where Gideon currently is.
So Gideon wants to move this way towards you? Yes.
And his movement is...
30 feet gets him right there.
That's good.
Okay.
Alright,
Is that it?
that is it.
Pyre with Lenderville on deck.
Question. He does get 2 attacks, so that's not 2 spell attacks, right?
Well.
So could he cross with like short bow?
Nice.
Yes.
Rolling rocks. Holy
Well,
No?
You can't short bow and cast.
But he can short bow next.
Yes.
yeah, you can short bow.
Gotcha.
So this is my third nat 20.
Jesus.
Alright, we're checking to see if that dice is loaded, because...
Somebody find me a bucket of mineral oil.
Nice, I roll max for it. Almost max at me.
Is that what you use to lube up a demi-lich?
Is that how you...
As it gets fucked.
Yeah, he's getting pretty fucked.
26
To hit or points of damage?
points of damage.
Jesus Christ. This guy's not looking good.
That's all magic, baby. And I got into the 20s to hit with the other one. That's 11 damage.
Alright.
Thrax is... Does the fire look like it's hurting him at all when Thrax hits him?
Not as much as you would expect, but it does
Gotcha.
hurt him. He's not immune to it.
Yeah, he'll flap over. To basically get in a fighting position if Dust chooses to do so on the other side.
Alright.
Yep. And you're not in there now, right? You're still not in?
No, I backed up 5 feet.
Yeah. 21. So 5 damage.
5 damage?
Oh,
he's not immune at all. Alright, so... Oh yeah, Pyre would have had to come out to...
yeah.
So, it's Lenderville's turn next, but this thing is going to use a legendary action. Up to 3 creatures. So, Dust, Pyre, and Thrax. Need you guys to make a Constitution saving throw. The black energy from this missing eye starts to kind of eke out and spread around you guys. So, con save?
9.
Alright, take 23 points of necrotic damage.
17, and the other one's 20.
You're good on both of those.
How you looking, Dust?
No damage at all?
I'm okay. I'm still above half.
No.
Okay.
No. And so this black mist kind of swirls around you, and then it just, you feel like energy getting pulled out of you, and then it just soaks back into this eye socket.
Oh, that's
And you
bad.
see this little green flicker just at the back of this black empty eye socket.
Careful to nap 1 and a 1 on 4.
That's rough.
Lenderville.
All right. I will. I'm gonna try to damage it now.
Okay.
We'll do my bolt of time and attack.
Is that a spell by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah. Bolt of time?
No, the thing that the Lich did.
No. Damn, not so. He actually is not a caster.
Really?
Yeah. Liches are casters. Demi-liches have it's more like
Abilities.
Huh.
25 to hit.
25 does hit, yes. That is correct.
And that's 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage?
Yes.
What type?
Force damage.
7 points of force.
I go Palpatine on him.
Nice.
Alright, now it's his turn. He's going to take an attack of opportunity from Thrax.
Did he move out of my...
He moved around your melee range. He kind of...
So I didn't get an attack mark.
9 damage.
Nice. What did you roll to hit?
It was in 20s.
Oh, okay. Cool. So he's going to move over there. And... he's looking pretty hurt. He's going to do the same thing again. So 3 creatures. That's going to be... This time it's going to be Dust, Gideon, and Siler.
For con save?
Yep.
Oof, nice. 21.
21 for Gideon?
Yeah.
Alright.
Now just remember, I get a +7 to these. 9.
Okay.
Amazing.
What
That's
Siler
with your
get?
bless?
I used my bless last one.
His con save is +1.
And so he got a 4.
Okay. So Siler and Dust each take 28 points of necrotic damage.
I don't know what Siler's health is.
He was at 26, so Siler is down.
What? You didn't heal? Can we do a short rest?
He was at 26 of 33. He did heal because he was at 2 points.
Don't do that show maneuver anymore. We're vetoing that.
Wait, what?
Don't do that show maneuver anymore. It's bad news.
We healed though. We were fine. I was at full health. Dust is at 7 points now.
Yeah.
Dust is looking bad.
So this thing, you see it draw this essence from you, and
Basically heal back all the damage we did.
it heals back itself.
Bastard.
Not all,
Stand up on edge.
quite a bit. Dust.
Dust is angry and looking hurt. He's gonna
Is
dash.
Dust raging yet?
Oh yeah. He
Oh.
raged last turn.
Okay.
He's gonna dash, so I don't know how much further that spike growth is.
No, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
Drop concentration on it.
So I'll dash, make 2 strikes up on this guy recklessly, right behind him. Blessed is gone, by the way.
Oh yeah.
First one is a 16.
To hit?
Yep.
Does not hit. Shit.
Nice. Next one is a 17 plus 7 is 24.
24 absolutely hits.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 for 8 points of damage. And then I'm gonna run to that corner.
Okay.
So you got 95 more feet of movement, so get the fuck away from him.
All the way over here. I
Yep.
think you guys have like a whole pile of healing potions as well.
We do.
Okay.
I mean, that dude just did like 60 points of damage and before anybody's turn. It was...
Granny Matilda? That's the only strong ability he's got. All his other saves are all lower.
So, I mean, it still counts as a crit, right? Because
What?
it's the same damage as last time. So,
I'll let you have it.
what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, no, it's just 3D. Yeah, because you don't have to roll for it again, right? It's just 3D12.
Yeah.
Just roll 3D12.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, oh, another 70.
I thought you rolled. My bad.
Yeah. Almost got it.
Just about confused the noise yet again.
18 damage. Lightning.
Still not bad.
Yep.
The trouble with stuff like this is finding things that they're not resistant to, and then just pounding on those things. I need a death save for Silent.
I think we're gonna put this dice away.
What was that?
How funny would it be? He shows up right as he dies.
That was a nat 1.
Two
So that's 2.
failures.
Well, to every yang, there must be a yang.
Yes, indeed.
That's a 20.
So that is 2 failures for Siler. Siler is laying on the ground, bleeding out. Get in. You are right here.
Yep. All right. So I'm assuming Shatter Spike is his sword.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a long sword.
All right.
I
So
mean, it's a skull. It's basically an animate object. For every turn.
he'll go ahead and unsheath Shatter Spike and go ahead and take 2 swipes at him.
All right. Just right there directly. Okay.
On him.
Cool.
He's on him. He's all up in his grill. 16, 6, 24 for the first one to hit.
Yeah, 24 hits.
And then the second one to hit is 10 plus 6, 16.
Just misses.
And you can action surge. You want to do that.
Yeah, but I can do that after I roll damage.
Hmm?
Okay. So 1d8.
Here.
10 points.
10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
It's magic, right?
Yeah, that's with his
Shatter Spike is magical.
his magical weapon slashing damage. And then I just mark off his action surge.
Yeah.
Alright, because then that's a one-time use thing, and he gets 2 more attacks, right?
Yep.
That is indeed the truth.
Alright, that's gonna miss. Alright, 12 plus 6, 18?
18 just hits.
Oh, okay. 9 points for damage. And he will, sure, he'll back away like 10 feet, like up towards the dais of the, yeah.
Okay.
So if he provokes, he provokes.
Well, this thing doesn't have any physical attacks, so. But it will use a legendary action. Alright, so this thing is going to. I need a save from.
If you're doing that
Dex
explosion
save.
thing,
No, I need a dex save from Pyre. This is a different one. Siler, who has a disadvantage, or does he just auto fail since he's unconscious?
yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
just kills.
You're killing
Lenderville,
Tyler right now.
no, Lenderville and Gideon. So I need a dex save from Lenderville and Gideon and Pyre.
Damn it. Wish I was an attack. 20.
17 on Gideon's dex save.
Okay.
And Lenny's dex save. Ooh, natural 1 for 8.
Oh, I'd be so pissed
Okay.
if we TPK and I roll something.
So this doesn't do any damage. This is a weird one. Alright, so somebody roll me a d6. 1 to 3, it's the first thing. 4 to 6, it's the second thing.
I got it. 3.
Alright, so this thing kind of starts pulling stuff towards it, but you notice any kind of magical thing you're holding on to, it's just trying to pull it, and you're like, no. While Siler's laying there, and this potion of acid resistance on his belt just starts to shake and
He's stealing our magic.
it dissolves as it's getting close to this thing,
Oh, that's fucked up.
and heals. It only pulls on the uncommon, the green stuff though. It's weird.
Huh.
Yeah, pulls on the easiest ones to get first. Heal a little bit. Lenderville?
Alright, I'm gonna.
Well, hang on. Lenny failed too, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I rolled a 8.
Okay.
Our cart comes flying through a wall.
I was just thinking. Yeah, because that's the first thing on your list. Okay, so you got. All right, roll me a d6. 1 to 2, it's the first. 2 to 3 to 4, it's the second. 4 to 6, it's the third.
It's gonna steal my boots off my feet, man. That's messed up.
Right?
It's an asshole.
2.
2. So your glamored leather armor, you still have the armor, but you feel it. It's just feels weird.
Okay.
So you still have your leather armor on. It just
Okay.
feels weird.
Alright, my turn.
Pyre.
Did you skip me?
Did Pyre go?
No.
Lenderville's after Pyre.
Okay.
Alright. Start firing at it.
He ain't got much left. He's looking a little rough. Did you roll another 20?
It's like. They're the things I have been using like the entire time. And so it's not like
It's like this one here. This one can either roll a bunch of nat 20s or a bunch of nat 1s, and guess what it's been doing tonight?
Nothing wrong with that. Well, hey. So this is that one that he just did, that his energy drain was the one that you guys all saved from the second time. You guys all saved from that one, sir.
that's 30.
30 to hit or 30 damage?
No, 30 damage.
What kind of damage?
It's magic.
Magic weapon?
Yeah,
Or
it
bow?
didn't eat my bow.
Okay. No, didn't need it.
And second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not a nat 20. But a
Flash of 20.
See, he's
23.
He's human. He doesn't roll all.
To hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure you're not part rogue.
I might. That's 8 damage.
8 damage?
He has natural luck.
And my dragon will float on over and give him a little slap.
Little slap. Oh, shit. Slap. Another nat 20? Oh my god.
This is 6.
He's got
At least we're gonna survive.
There's a little magnet in that, and he's got a little thing under the table. Like,
All right, check his book.
he tosses it, and you just kind of roll it, and it just keeps rolling until it's 20. Dunk.
It's such a waste rolling nat 20s with him. 18 damage. Fire.
Wow. What's it look like?
All these great attacks come and then Thrax is like, stop hurting my friends! And goes over and rips the gem out of its skull. Because he's got little paws and he can reach inside of there and just melts it with his fire.
Nice. Well,
I will immediately, because I'm next, go over and
Stomp on.
yeah, stab Siler in the neck with my knife. No, I'll go ahead and heal him. We'll go 3rd level cure wounds,
okay.
and he heals 17 points.
Cool. So just keep track of, I guess, just 17 points for him. Alright, oh, actually, I can do it on here.
And then I will start to go over and see what's left over after this head dissolved or whatever we just did to it.
So 17 pints. No longer dying. You're welcome. All right.
You're looking
So
for
the
her.
gem, he's like blasted this gem, but it doesn't
I'll heal you.
melt.
Oh, okay.
He's and it still looks like perfectly a weird gem. And but the skull, as he rips this gem out of its socket, it just kind of dissolves and just kind of just does.
I'll give Granny
Get
Matilda.
18.
Sweet.
I'll give Granny Matilda a hand looking at the stone.
Yeah, she'll identify it.
Okay, the gem.
Yeah.
So that is the necromantic component that she was looking for. And you notice that this thing only had one eye.
Gotcha.
There was also
Is it a phylactery or
would
would you know that with the identify?
Yeah, she would know that. It's not a phylactery. The eyes are shit, I'm trying to remember.
So I know we just rested, but can we catch another short rest?
Yeah. I'm gonna go check the platform.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah, this just says Demi-Lich's eye.
Oh, nice.
The
Cool.
eye, or the eye of a
That
Demi-Lich.
sounds cool. Do you want to
Yeah,
hold on
it's
to that?
used for some pretty weird shit.
Apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right up Granny Matilda's eye. She knew exactly what we were looking
Why
for.
does she want this?
She seems a little necromantic
She
herself.
was looking for
You mean undead?
what you call it? Stuff to
Components.
make
To make that poison, right?
yes.
Well, I heard Granny Matilda can actually heal Siler. She just has to sit on his lap. I don't know if we have time to try that out.
How does that heal him?
I don't know.
She has a magic
I think Siler wants to try.
she has a magic bag of sand that has to sit on his face.
So
Yes, that's exactly the way it was. So what are you guys doing?
Searching the area.
That's what I figured.
take a look around the room.
Now.
You want this investigation?
Really gotta fix this. Yes, please.
And Granny will detect magic as a ritual.
Natural 20 for 28.
Oh, come on.
One roll, straight roll, bam.
Yeah, roll 2 main nat 20s.
I start
fair
seeing through the bricks.
All right. This is it should be a good one. Somebody roll me a D100.
$21.
21. All right. Roll me a 3d6. We're gonna let you guys roll for your own loot.
Why can't we just say yes and give us all the loot? 3, 4, 5.
So it's not brain math.
5, 4, 3 if you count
12.
rolled.
12. Thank you.
No, it's 5, 4, 3.
543.
Yeah.
So you get 12. There's 12 gemstones tucked away in a roll me a d8 in this little niche under this dais.
6.
All right. They are emeralds. 12 large emeralds worth 1,000 gold pieces each.
Damn.
And
You counting that?
roll
Yeah.
me 1d6.
We're gonna need to go to a jeweler, guys.
Yes.
4.
4.
Dustin wants to take a couple of the emeralds and be like, ha ha ha.
So roll me a d100 4 times. Let's see what you guys
Tell
get.
you each number.
This is gonna be pretty nasty shit.
49.
All right, hang on. So 49. You find a spell scroll. Hold the next one.
51.
You find another spell scroll. That one's a little
Let me roll one.
Go ahead.
different.
94.
Ooh. Why do you want to do the last one?
You
Or?
find these interesting looking horseshoes. And you want to do the last one?
What are we rolling?
A D100. A D100.
D100.
So 2d10s and
Yeah, 2D10s, or you can just click it on the thing. It's up to you.
with your digital dice.
The digicals.
I'm doing both tonight. I'll get out of here, box. That is 2.
A 2 on a D100?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that might be good.
It's kind of rare.
It isn't.
It's really good or really bad.
That is this interesting looking potion. As you look at it, you guys are carrying a bunch of these potions of healing, but this one's got like this gold filigree on the outside of the bottle and stuff.
I
It's
feel like Granny and Matilda would have just like, hey, let me look at it.
It's a pretty interesting.
shiny little boy. Let me see that.
Yeah, she'll cast detect magic as a ritual and all those.
Okay.
Even the gems.
In the horseshoes.
All right.
And also see if his armor is still magical.
So,
I'll snap my finger and see if it works.
no effect.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm basic.
So, I'm trying to figure out if this is even a real thing.
Ooh.
It's on the thing on D&D Beyond, but oh yeah, it is. Wow. Oh shit. Okay.
Ooh.
So you found a potion of supreme healing.
Oh,
It's very rare. Does 10d4 plus 20.
Yeah, that's like, damn. Aren't those worth like 50,000 gold or something
They're
crazy?
quite a bit. Finding somebody to buy it might be the hard part, but
We could sell that for a house.
that heals 60
Yes.
hit points.
Yeah, we could trade that. We can go to a main town and sell that for a house.
Yeah. So your horseshoes?
Yeah.
Feel dust, you should have that.
Kind of want to like put them on my feet and like clink clink.
No, I mean the healing potion.
Healing?
Yeah.
It's not a bad
He
idea.
drinks it right now.
Because if they get you down real low, you do
Oh,
that,
yeah.
you're back to full.
True. Are we kind of catching a short rest here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do my song of healing, so you get an additional hit die.
Oh. 16. Another 12, so 32.
Oh, this is really cool.
Okay, so I added the potion.
The other one is the horseshoes of Zephyr.
Oh. So,
These iron horseshoes come in a set of 4. While all four shoes are affixed to the hooves of a horse or similar creature, they allow the creature to move normally while floating 4 inches above the ground. This effect means the creature can cross or stand above non-solid or unstable surfaces such as water or lava.
nice.
The creature leaves no tracks and ignores difficult terrain. In addition, the creature can move at a normal speed for up to 12 hours a day without suffering exhaustion from forced march.
And how many of those do we have? A full set?
A full set.
Dust has a question.
Wish I was playing
Can you put it on your feet?
Can Dust basically, because when Warforged is like put on armor that like fuse with it,
Mm-hmm.
can he fuse with those horseshoes?
You have to give her your spider climb slippers.
Well, they're slippers. Like, when
Yeah.
I put the horseshoes and like fuse them into my. I couldn't do both,
Mm-hmm.
but it would be possible.
Sure, if you wanted to do that. That'd be weird. You have to run on all 4s in order for it to work, because it requires all 4.
Fuck, never mind. Whatever. We'll find a ghost horse to put him on.
Alright, so the healing potion and the Zephyr horseshoes are in my bag.
Alright, and there's 2 spell scrolls. If she checked them out, one is a 6th level, one is a 7th level.
Holy fuck nuts!
That's what I said.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Thank God for that 49 and 51.
Hey, you guys ready to go battle God?
What, is it any spell or?
No, I gotta look it up right now.
I'm just curious, what is the total cost in gold of the items we just found?
A lot.
Nice.
6.
I don't
So
want to.
one of them is a, the 6th level is Move Earth. It's a 6th level transmutation. Works for Druid, Sorcerer, or Wizard. I've got a generator now, so I don't have to just look through all the spell lists. I can just type the numbers in and say generator scroll. And the 7th level is a delayed blast fireball.
Sweet.
Spells base damage is 12d6.
That'll be fun.
That will be interesting.
And who can use that? Is it just wizards or?
Wizards and sorcerers.
Yeah. So just Crane and Matilda
You're
here.
pretty much Crane and Matilda.
Well, Cody, we got you some toys.
Yep.
That's the only crap part about using the random generators is there are so many spells on a wizard spell list that the opportunity to randomly guess
full-blown wizard or
wizards.
she a sorcerer?
Oh, she's full on.
Oh, so she can copy that in her spell book.
Yeah, she got that into her spell book.
We're never getting to that level. So.
I mean, 6th level spells for wizards?
So.
What level is that for them? Like 9?
And she can cast those, not having access to 6 and 7 levels. She just has to make a skill check in order to see if it works.
Yeah, but she can
Otherwise,
cast them
just
like
goes-
once.
Oh yeah. That delayed fireball might have been pretty clutch.
Mm-hmm.
When if you were fighting like a weakened demi-lich that somebody already yanked an eye out of.
How does it work?
The delayed blast fireball? I have to look it up.
Don't worry.
I had it up and then I
Like you
exited out.
can set it to detonate a few rounds later if you want.
Really cool for if you're trying to get away from a horde of fish people
Yeah.
floating on the back of a dead
I mean-
herring turtle.
Those things would be useful.
You just kind of,
Yeah, we called her a comet too to just destroy it.
Just
yeah.
blow the whole
So I was
thing up.
watching a thing about the scariest, the scariest and or most dangerous items in D&D 5th edition.
That was one of them.
And Scroll the Comet was number 1.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
And actually it was number 1 on like 3 different lists.
Yeah.
So,
Y'all nuked an island.
you guys have found the component that Granny Matilda was searching for. I think her, since she's not here to speak for herself, I believe her deal was she was trying to find the components that were nearby to see how someone might have made such a thing, if they made it nearby. So
someone already yanked this demi-witch's eye out in order to make the other person possibly.
Sorry.
Can I check the area to see if there are any other tracks other than ours?
sure, yeah. Give me a survival check or investigation.
I just want to look around the room, see if there's anything interesting. Loose bricks.
Okay.
You know, that
Make
kind
an
of.
investigation.
Oh, that's number 7.
7?
Nope.
Oh, nat 20, number
Yep.
7? Jesus. Yeah, poking around the dice, you find there are actually 2 sets. There are actually 2
We're in a weird luck hole.
Yeah.
There's actually 2 sets of tracks that lead up on either side of this thing. And as you you get up to the top of the dais and you see the skeleton that you guys have been firing on has just been kind of decaying to nothing, just turning to dust. But where the demi-lich's head was, there was like this kind of a recess in the stone where it was placed. And you see these like burn marks and gouges in the sides of the that stone, where it looked like something had beaten the shit out of whatever was on this stone prior to potentially ganking an eye.
Interesting.
But you did find 2 sets of tracks.
Okay. I'm going to try and follow it.
They just lead right back out.
Okay. And heading to town, I imagine.
If you went back up to the top, kind of scouting around, they actually head in the other direction, away from town.
Really? Maybe we can find their camp.
I feel like Dust is just like simming it right now. He's just staring into a wall.
Yeah.
Just walking into the wall.
Looking for the camp.
Yeah.
Is everybody?
Well, basically, they'll do a short rest while I was doing all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think the people that did need hit points rolled hit dice, right?
I did. Did Heisler? Did he? Siler, whatever. He's at 17 hit points. It's because Greeny went to. No, who healed him?
That would be
I held him.
Leonard.
Okay. What's his? He gets a D8, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. He's all cleric, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 and another 2, and you did your Song of Rest, and it's an 8. So 14 plus his con modifier, which is I think plus 2. That's 3 hit die. So 20 hit points. I think he's at full health.
And he got a free hit die off of me.
Yeah, I rolled it.
All right.
Because he was at 17, so that's like 37.
So you guys take your short rest, and you're following this track.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what are we hoping to gather from following the tracks?
To find the people that poisoned Bertrand.
What do these tracks look like? Just regular humanoid tracks? Humanoid
Yes.
footsteps?
They were able to pretty much steal a Demilich's eye.
Yeah, but we killed the Demilich.
Yeah.
But what if stealing the eye is what awoke him?
Good point there.
I'm not forcing anyone to come.
No.
I need to find.
Nope. We're a team.
What
now.
if?
Yeah.
What if? Whatever we found in there, which is some pretty good stuff. What if that was just what they left behind?
This is true
They
too.
got
I like
other
the way
stuff.
now you're talking about language.
All right.
So they convinced you to go. Okay. You guys follow these tracks to the edge of the, about 200 to 300 yards to the edge of the cemetery. You see where they go over the wall. They go another little bit, and there's this small clearing. Make a perception check, somebody. So you enter into this small clearing. There's
I'll give him AIDS.
you now have a
It's 16.
16.
Yep.
As you're walking around in here, you lose the tracks in the grass, but you do see remnants of a campfire. I know you
Fire
can give me a
still
survival check. You're in the wilderness now,
Okay.
so you get your. The fire has burned out.
Is it warm at all in the dirt?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 19.
19. You looking around this campfire. You don't see the telltale signs of where somebody's laid down bedrolls or anything like that, but you do see around the fire these 3 little points, or maybe they put up a
Hammock or something?
something to cook over the fire.
Oh, right.
And then you see these massive claw marks, which you know to be a dragon taking off. 2 pair of humanoid tracks lead up to this place, and 1 dragon likely took off.
You don't think it was what's her face, the dragon dude?
Oh, jeez.
You're.
Well, he's old. Is this an old man's tracks?
No, I don't mean that guy. I
Yeah.
mean the other guy that almost killed us.
Yeah.
With his
The
dragon.
merfolk guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Triton. But I want to rule out the other guy.
So just give me an investigation check,
Yeah.
just for shits and
I'll
giggles.
assist. We're trying to figure out if the dragon tracks are about the same size as what we fought before.
15.
15. I mean, the tracks are kind of beat up with the wind gusts and whatnot, but it looks kind of small
To be that big dragon.
to be the big silver one that Alabast rides.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it would have to be a smaller dragon.
Something's going on with your Drake wording, buddy.
Yeah, they're fucking up. How old are these tracks? I can actually automatically tell.
So Bergeron was poisoned. This is the same day. And you guys found him poisoned, so he was poisoned the night before. These tracks are 2 days old.
Gotcha.
They went through all that trouble to still Lich's eye and to poison somebody, or do you think that was just a side effect?
Is Bertrand that important?
I wouldn't think so.
No, we need to talk to Bertrand and see
he's
if
just
he's got any like ties with the Drake Wardens or
I
something.
mean, he's just a blacksmith in some podunk town.
That's what we think.
He is the leader of the town, and this town is important for certain politics going on.
Yeah, we should head back and talk to him.
Do these match? I was very intimate with the Green Dragon's claws because I was in them.
When you were carried away?
Yeah.
It looks very similar.
Oh, okay. It's him.
Yeah, to that that corrupted golden dragon.
All right.
So was that Triton?
It was. Son of a bitch.
All right, head back.
Twice he's done
And
this.
with the magic he has, he probably looked completely different.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't have been able to tell if he snuck into town to do anything.
And no one's seen the dragon's human form.
Do y'all think Bertrand might be a mimic? Should we go and stab him?
We've seen a lot of mimics.
What about his wife? Should we stab her?
I don't know.
Listen, if we kill everyone in the town, there's no one to corrupt.
This is an acceptable idea.
All right, head back in town.
Kill everybody? Mass murder?
We'll tell Granny Matilda that we're just messing around.
Fresh slate.
So you guys wander back into town. The hubbub has died down from your speech, where everyone was scared to death. However, this time they've kind of dispersed. There's still a few people, kind of talking in hushed little groups and whatnot, but it's been a little while. You don't spot the scouts. Miles has opened his shop back up. He's kind of leaning on his thing, and you see Bergeron outside in his workshop area. He's just kind of going through steel. He hasn't lit any forges or anything. He's just kind of going through his stuff.
Bergeron, a moment.
Hey.
If you can come over here, over at Miles.
All right. He's like, he walks over. Still trying to catch my breath.
Alright, so I found out who tried killing you. It was Drake Warden that tried killing me as well.
It's not the old fellow that was here the other day, was
No,
it?
he's a good one. As far as we know. There's one that's a Triton, like a fish person.
I know it's right now, yeah.
Yeah, has he been in town lately?
We haven't seen any Triton around here.
We had a strong odor of fish in the last couple of days.
Strong odor of fish.
From any passing.
He kind of leans over and nudges Miles like, have you met Miles' wife?
Oh, sick burn.
No, I didn't. Yeah, they just
Miles, have you noticed anyone?
Oh, no, not right offhand. A fish smell. Well, I mean, there's a lot of fishy business going on around here, but I don't know about a fish smell.
He has some unnatural powers given to him by a super powerful lich. Because he's gone to an evil side. I don't want to get too deep into it, make you more of a target than you already are.
I
But
appreciate that.
Speaking
yeah,
of target, why do you think he would target you?
Target me specifically?
Well, he poisoned you.
Yeah, you're the only one that seemed to be.
That's a good point.
and we found the component that made your poison. Very rare.
Very, very rare.
What was it?
A demi-witch eye.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that'd be fairly rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, we almost lost the turtle.
They put less money into killing the king.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
So why you, Bertrand?
Yeah. What is there something that you're not telling us?
No.
Are you the king?
What? No.
In disguise? Okay.
Are you a mimic? You know if you're a mimic.
I know. I think I'd know if I was a mimic.
You may not.
Insight check.
Miles
Roll an
stab.
insight check. On the mimic question?
Just to see if any of these he's
Oh, any of them?
Dave's lying. 16.
So,
Whisper.
And it's him and Miles there, right?
See, you originally were skeptical of Miles. This version should have been skeptical of all that.
When you start asking these questions, like, is there anything you're not telling us? Are you the king? Stuff like that. He starts to. You see him kind of like, no, I'm nobody. But maybe he just doesn't like being the center of attention.
I'll put my arm around him and just like lean in and be like, listen, we've grown to respect and trust each other, and trust goes a long way. If there's anything that you're keeping from us, we could really use an insight to investigate why you might have been targeted and why this keeps happening in this area.
Roll a persuasion check.
Miles, why don't you give us the room or the space?
21.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll just go over here and organize something.
Whatever.
How much?
21.
21.
Yeah, I got a +9.
It's pretty good. He, as he's sitting there, he's kind of looking up at you. And he's, well, we should probably go over to my house. This is a conversation for indoors.
Sounds good.
So you guys go inside, and his wife is. I mean, you guys just fought at Denny, but you're covered in dust from this crypt and stuff. And his wife is like running around behind you, like, no, don't sit on that. No, don't sit on that. No. She's like pulling
What's his
stuff
wife's
off.
name?
I don't remember.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
Bergerina.
I'll just ask Bergerina if she's had any wax for Siler's shell.
We'll call her Mistva.
And Miss he took a bad spill down there. Do you have any wax we can kind of like rub into his shell to help preserve it?
That would be nice.
Well, here. She tosses you this little lump, and as you catch it, he kind of drops it, and he has to bend down and pick it up, and she's like, hey, mind your beeswax! Dun-dun.
Nice.
Anyway, so
She gets inspiration now.
she kind of
DM gives NPC
sits down next to
Lenny,
Next to Berger.
I'll start rubbing it in the side of the mouth.
so he says,
Just rubbing one out while we're having this important conversation.
yeah, he says, well, so how much do you remember, Dust?
About what?
Before.
Escaping Sejanus.
Aye,
A little bit. Not much.
I wasn't around, but my father was.
No?
As was old Pauline. Do you remember who it was you were supposed to protect?
Not quite. There's
Yeah.
still pieces.
Your team.
My team. Paul.
You were... No. The other, like you.
Oh, the other enforcers. Or Warforged models.
Aye.
Yes, there were a few of us.
Aye. You don't remember who it was you were charged to protect?
His name slips my mind.
Was Bertrand, maybe?
So... I wasn't alive.
Oh.
So... The enforcers were created at my father's order to protect the royal family of Sejanus.
Your father.
Aye.
Interesting.
And you are carrying out that duty when you fell.
Makes sense. Who was your father?
Malamund of Sejanus, King Malamund.
Malmund.
Mm-hmm.
that would make you.
I suppose that'll make me the rightful king of Sejanus, you know, whether the dwarves left there.
Your Majesty. And I kneel.
Hey,
So-
you were right. He's a king.
So as you kneel, he kind of saying, no, get up. Sejanus fell before I was ever born.
I thought it was weird that he had a magical hammer in his hoard.
Well,
Well, you know,
He's gonna be king.
so who else knows?
Pauline and you lot,
Well, your secret is safe with
as far
us.
as I know.
No, well, the
Yes.
Drinkwater knows for some reason.
As you've
Yeah.
discovered in the past, Pauline is not the best at keeping secrets.
Should we go check on her?
But
Sound
why
better.
would someone still spend so much time trying to kill you? It was Sir Genesis' fault.
I'm not sure.
Is there some sort of ancient magic in your family or that you're maybe tied to?
Is your
Not that I'm aware
Any
of.
sort of prophecy?
is your hammer like a fairly heirloom? That might be a key.
Oh yeah, it's a family heirloom, all right.
But they could have just taken it.
It's the key to running the Jesus. It's the key to running the forge.
Forge.
Aye, where you were built. Well, where your body was built.
It's that hammer.
Yes, in Resinal.
Where's the hammer now?
That might be a very good reason.
It's over there in the corner. And you look over in the corner and you just see this kind of like on a little thing next to the door. It's got this thong on the handle. But it's like, it looks like this small, like, little, like, half pound, 1 pound little baby sledgehammer is what it looks like.
It's got an enchantment on it that hides it from.
Aye.
That's very smart.
It is until, you know, the one person that you know that knows, like Pauline, tells, you know, a thief like Steph, and then it gets stolen.
Yeah, and if Steph knew, then who knows who she told before we got there.
Granny Matilda, can you detect magic on that? Make sure it hasn't been replaced with a fake. And she casts it.
Detect magic?
Yeah.
It glows pretty brightly.
Nah, it's a real thing.
Ah, my fucking eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Well, sorry. It's like it looks like we don't like you. There's one thing,
I know.
right?
I was thinking that whenever I set up all the tables, I was like, wow, there's only going to be one person over here.
Hey, me and Cody were just hanging out over here.
Yeah.
Little Cody.
Got a
Teabag Cody.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know why little Cody has to wear two hats. He's
So
trying to
you
get
guys are sitting here talking to Berger.
So should we check on Pauline?
I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, I don't know anybody be after Pauline. Of course, I don't know anybody be after me either, so.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with your heritage.
Yeah, you are of royal blood.
And, you know, for some reason, if
Why would
Drow
you-
are involved in all this mess, then it all traced back to Sejanus in some way.
If you die, who becomes rightful king?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Did you have any other family members that might have survived?
No, I was an only child. My father died before I was born.
Do you have an uncle named Scar that
No.
likes to go?
I do not have one. I don't have any of those. But no, my father died before I was born. My mother died shortly thereafter, so and I was their firstborn. So there is none after me. I have no children.
What's your father's name?
Malmond,
King Mumbin.
King Malmond.
Gonna look into the mirror, and I specifically want to see if he fathered any other children.
Okay. So you look in the mirror and you see this. Bergeron is he's a big, stocky. He's got this, this thick red beard, and he's kind of balding on top. I guess he's close to 200. But you see this really big dwarf, like really broad shoulders, super muscular, big, thick black beard that he didn't put any rings on. Like most dwarves will kind of braid it and put a ring. No, this guy just left it in this big bush. And he had this long, like waist length jet black hair. A couple like little bits of gray here and there, but it improved the look actually. And you see him a couple times in his life where he's interacting with the fairer sex. But you only... Actually, no, you don't see any times where he ever handled a baby, aside from maybe there's a scene or two where like where he's on his throne and people were bringing children up to him for him to like, oh yeah, you are blessed.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
So Demir didn't show you any.
That's fine. He didn't have any bastard children.
Okay.
So there goes that line.
I have an idea that we can discuss when we leave here.
Any that he knew about.
Yeah.
Well, I think keeping you safe is going to be of importance until we can figure out why they are specifically targeting you.
Why would they target your husband and not you, though? To what's her face?
Oh, the wife?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I wish I could remember her name. Anybody write it down? No?
Miramax.
Missed up. So, she's... I'm nobody. We met here in Jabara.
You're not queen of anything. Or anything.
Well, I mean, you know, just so long as he's around, I suppose I am the queen of Sejanus.
Yeah.
So we
Oh
can't
yeah,
live
good
there.
point.
But what my point is if they were attacking if they were attacking because they found out she was royalty, they would have poisoned her, not him.
Well, the fact of the matter is that they tried to poison him to kill him, and they didn't try to like assault the house or the forge to take the hammer. Means that it has to do with some line of succession, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe like the hammer.
They're trying to snuff out the line. I think somewhere, something has to be involved with like the lineage of his family.
Would that hammer work for anyone?
Well,
Or just for your family?
Only, but he's not.
No, he is.
Practice. I mean,
Bertrand?
Bertrand is the son of the king.
No, she's the daughter.
No, Bertrand is the son of the king.
Oh, I thought the wife was the daughter of the king.
No.
Bertrand's the son.
That's my mistake. Okay, that's why I was questioning because I thought he was only.
Did your dad
through
have any siblings?
I mean, I couldn't really ask him, and my mom died in childbirth, so.
Do I remember
I'll check it tomorrow.
any brothers?
Mm-mm.
I wonder if we can use your.
You don't remember much of him, but just as Bertrand said that, you do remember what he looked like.
Okay.
For what?
You get a little bit into his mind on why he might be doing this, or what his motives were before he got corrupted.
Right. Maybe see why he wants him.
Yeah.
Because that guy, no offense, like he could just, even one-on-one, kill Bertrand and take the hammer.
Why would you
I
just
don't.
poison?
The thing is, I don't necessarily think the hammer was the target. They would have rolled the forge. They would have rolled the house. They would have probably would have erased the town to find the magical hammer. It would have been left behind.
I get the poisoning now that I think about because they still want to keep their image.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, 90% of the Drake Wardens are corrupt right now.
Just a little something.
For things. So.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, we fought this guy with his huge dragon, and he beat the shit out of us. It was so bad.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
So what should we do? There's a army bearing down on one side. Drake Wardens are doing whatever it is that Drake Wardens do on the other. So what do we do?
It's not possible to just evacuate the town, is it? It's too many.
I don't know. I think
Say there's only
the town.
so there's only about, if we were to send people out to get all the founders and whatnot, there's about 150 people here. Getting Nora out of the inn might be the hardest part. But other than that,
Well, I think we need to prioritize our enemies? Because I mean, right now we're kind of like on the front with the vampires. We're kind of on the front with like the elves that we went to their town and kind of dethroned like their mayor.
He was a bad guy, though.
Yeah, well, I
And-
completely
and-
agree.
Right where we're stationed, there's about to be a war
Yeah.
between parties, not even included in those.
But with this,
Yeah.
I think this town's kind of like it's shouldn't be really affected.
Yeah, it's under attack by Drake Wardens, vampires, and 2 armies.
Central of shitstorm.
It's pretty crazy, man. Ugh. See, this is
And
why I don't have
and only half of that stuff is related to you guys.
Yeah. So, this is why I don't have a permanent home. Because look all that noise. The problem is, the most present thing is the vampire.
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of them before we can even handle anything else. Because if 2 armies fight here, and vampires are there, they can start turning the entire armies and have, I mean, it'll be a smorgasbord.
And we don't think that we can turn the vampires to be allies.
That's why I was hoping that they would be good-ish.
Well, goodish vampires.
I didn't know anything about vampires.
Yeah.
I knew they were helping us, and those people are really bad.
And what have we learned?
Vampires are bad.
Vampires are bad.
Sometimes, stereotypes are there for a reason.
I mean,
It'll happen on those big jobs.
You mean like bards are really handsome? The
No, I try to fuck everything.
proper stereotype.
It is, yeah.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, me
It's
either.
good, but in combat it doesn't do it.
So, what are you guys doing?
So it's one thing at a time. We got to focus on the vampires. But we have the 2 older ones that are just out there.
Yeah. Well, is your Drake Warden buddy, is he looking into vampires or is he looking into the
He was out here for
bad
vampires.
Drake Wardens?
He was out here for vampires.
Oh, what about the murder of the king? Do we just? I guess we'll just scoot on by that one. Fuck it,
I mean, that's still to come. I feel like that's what
Oh,
I
he's
said.
been dead for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
So.
And the heirs.
They're safe.
Ish.
And there's Lauren. Lauren. He disappeared with his girlfriend a few days ago.
I think that's the one thing we can actually do some good in. Because we really can't find the vampires for damn long.
I mean, we can't really. To get to them is through a forest of nightmares.
Well, I think the vampires are all here.
They're here in Jabara?
We kind of saw them. They may have had some sort of wacky magic. Well, we know that they can travel many miles.
Oh, we did see them at the farm south of here.
But they
That's right.
can travel like a super long distance in their that one form.
Wait a minute. If we saw them there,
Yeah.
what about the army from Fahalal? Wouldn't they be right near each other?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you the army from Fahalal is now vampires or vampire kin. That got switched. Should we talk to the scouts in the inn and see if they've actually heard from their commanders?
Well, I mean, when these people control like their new vampires, they're able to kind of like think on their own. Remember when we were let out of the village to go raid the mansion? They were kind of already under control, so they could still put up the front that they're themselves.
That's true.
We only know if we get them out in daylight or use one of these handy lanterns on them.
So what are we gonna do?
You did see the scouts earlier this day standing out in the square in the daylight.
Well, I mean, but that doesn't mean their army further south, which would have
No,
been.
I was just filling in the
So, question, Dean.
detail.
When we encountered the vampires in their little rundown village area, that was closer to the Elvish Kingdom.
Yes, that was in Falwell.
So,
Or towards Falwell, on the southern side of town.
were they Elvish descent? The vampires?
Remember when we
The
just fought
one-
the Grey Render?
Yeah.
The one was Captain Yellowmean.
No, I'm talking about like
The other ones?
the big bigs.
Vampire Dead.
Oh, the big, oh, Vampire Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were both elves.
Okay.
But they were from back before any other races lived on Desicar.
Yeah. So, okay, their village was destroyed by Gideon's side chick.
Yep, Chimera.
So they might have a grudge against humans. So.
Or her and the couriers in specific. What if the vampires are using the army from Fahalal and they're going to try and kill the couriers?
That could very well be the thing too.
There's so much here.
Yeah.
Burn it down, run away.
I think we can go talk to the scouts and just see like if they have any information they're willing to share.
Yeah.
You should talk to them because I've like accused them of stuff once or twice.
Alright, I mean, I'm half over. Maybe I can try to smooth things over.
I've tried intimidating them. It works well.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. You.
Okay.
You and Siler. Yeah.
How's the shell filling? You know,
Nice and smooth now.
I've been at this wax job for like a bit, so I can almost see myself.
Just waxing me off the whole time. I mean,
Well, I just think next time you want to take Dust on a little midnight ride,
Slide.
be a
Little
little
turtle
more
water.
lubricated. Yeah.
A couple extra dice to roll.
Perfect.
Go on, Mom.
Little sex wax.
See if we get some speed on there.
So you guys are looking for the.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we kind of had this discussion with Bergeron just to kind of figure out what the game plan is. I think that's what we're deciding pretty much.
trying to stay pretty
try to
transparent with them
snuff
too.
out the big bad vampires. At least put it into their plans. At least figure out the plans, maybe.
Alright, well. Best of luck to you.
Until then, don't eat anything that looks strange.
Don't eat. Don't drink. Don't even breathe. Just sit right there. Good job.
You're an interesting one, you know. Pauline talks so highly of you. Anyway, I'm gonna quietly spread the word around town that we should start, looking to pack up, gather up our stuff so we can leave.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Get a little bit out of the line of combat.
I'll go work.
Direct line of fire.
I'll work with Miles, see if maybe we can come up with a good spot to run to. You haven't seen your Greg Warden, pal, have you? The old one?
No. He took off, right?
Aye, yeah, he said something about scouting at the Regan Pass.
Yeah.
Did we see him at the thing that was that happened earlier when we were like with all the townsfolk?
No,
he
not
wasn't
yet.
there.
He was not there. So, well, best of luck to you.
Alright, we'll head into town and see if we can find the scouts.
Yep. Sure, they're probably right around the tavern.
Alright, as we're heading there, I'll be like, so what information do we want from the scouts? Like,
I want them to find out if their commanders have been acting
erratic or different?
unusual,
Okay, like changing temperaments and stuff like
changing
that.
temperaments, sudden change in orders if they want you to go a different direction. than
Taking
before.
strange hours, like
yeah.
only active at night.
Alright, cool. We got an idea. Yep.
Okay.
Seek them out.
So you walk up to the welcome inn, the familiar first story of stone, second story of thatched wood. Walk through the big double door. You see Nora standing there at the long bar that runs down the right hand side. And then there's the couple tables over here to the left. You see a couple folks from town, but you don't see any of the scouts.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask her if she's seen where they've been.
Yeah. Have you seen the scouts lately?
Well, after your display out there in the courtyard, they said they had some investigating to do.
Okay.
So
Do you know if they were staying in town for a day or so?
they didn't say.
Did they rent a room here?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they had 3 rooms.
Have they gathered their belongings, do you know? Have you been up there to check?
Not yet, no.
Do you mind if we go up and take a look?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll head upstairs and see if how the rooms look.
She says, all the way down at the end of the hall, last 3 rooms on your right.
Alright. An investigation check? Or
No,
is the door locked?
As you
Yeah,
try
sure.
them, all 3 doors are open.
Okay. Does it look like they put the
They
room back
look
together?
Pretty,
They left.
like they've made the beds.
Makes sense. They,
And the last time that anyone saw them was yesterday?
Today.
Today. Okay.
Before you guys went to the graveyard, you came back, and it's towards the evening now. But
Is it dark in the room at all, or?
Yeah, because we saw them when we were doing that,
there's windows.
pointing at the townsfolk.
Okay. I mean, it's worth a shot if they're in the town area. I will use my cantrip message to contact one of them and just be like, "Hey, it's Lindril, the bard from the group that kind of got on
Handsome
some
bar.
120 feet?
120 feet." No response. All right. Well, they're not close by.
Yeah.
So maybe they went back.
Makes sense.
All right. So where do we want to go now? Do we want to go to where the courier's base is, and
Isn't that
look
west?
look for the guy on the way there?
Might as well.
All right.
Because they were coming from the east, weren't they?
We can see if they have any more information on vampire sightings and stuff like
Should
that.
we
since
take
that's
a
kind
rest before we go out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's towards the evening.
All right. We'll get rooms for
Just
the
bunk
night.
in their rooms.
All right, boys. Well, tell you what. You can have your rooms, but if this keeps going on like this, I have to start charging you. You know, things are getting a little tight around here.
Lendrival, give her one of the emeralds we found.
I'll pull out one of the emeralds and I'll be like, "This is for you. Not just for the rooms, but also for a little bit of silence. Maybe you shouldn't tell all of Bergeron's secrets to everyone that comes in the bar. Just be a little bit more mindful."
It wasn't her, it was Pauline.
What was it?
Pauline's the old dwarf that lives near me.
Or Triantis.
It's worth quite a bit.
I don't even know who Bergeron is. Thank you very much.
Wait, you don't know who Bergeron is?
Well, I do.
Oh, okay. Look, we're just real suspicious of everybody, just making sure
Actually,
you
I know
want
who
to
Bergeron is.
That will also go a long way towards the rooms that we destroyed
Don't
when we
be
were
wrong.
fighting the other guy yesterday. Right?
Well,
Oh, you know, it's water under the bridge.
There you go.
excellent.
I just don't understand.
All right.
Yeah, that's like a year, more than a year.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
hour.
There's an emerald down.
We still got 11 left.
Yeah.
Look, it's kind of like buying the inn.
At night before I go to sleep, I just look at my bag of jewels.
You try and go steal it back from
So you
Fame and
guys
fortune, my goals are complete.
take a long rest.
And they wake up in Lenderville's gone.
Now you wake up in the morning,
Put you
feeling
down.
like P. Diddy. You guys go down to breakfast. You start sitting there eating, and Lenderville's about to take a bite and just kind of like stops and just kind of blank focus there for a second. And he hears a voice in his head. I am sending this message on behalf of your mother. She's been appointed to a position on the King de l'Escorte. She wishes you well. Good day.
I'll respond.
25 words.
Okay. How did she get this appointment? I would like to visit her. Or meet on neutral ground. Please respond soon. I think that gets me under 25.
Alright, so read it out to me.
How did she receive this appointment? I would like to meet with her on neutral grounds. Please respond to me soon.
Okay. Your relationship with your mother wasn't a bad one, right?
No,
I didn't
it wasn't. No, that's actually part of the reason why I went to Bard College, was to hopefully gain some fame and favor and get her appointed.
So the voice comes back. This time it sounds a little irritated because he has to use another slot. But
Fuck you. What are these thoughts?
yes. There was a letter as an emissary, spoke very highly of your mother. She's been appointed to the court. In your grandfather's name, you may meet her here in Jonathan.
I'll respond with. Alright. I'll respond with.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. Let my mom know I will be visiting soon. I'm glad that she has set her I don't know, social standing back in place.
21.
Thank you.
What?
You don't get
all the words.
You
the
don't.
spell.
You don't get. You don't get a response this time.
Okay. So she's in Jonathan. And that all happened in my head.
So,
That's just fake eating eggs.
I'm just like zoned out, like I've been like freeze frame.
Lenny, you spaced out for a good 30 seconds.
That was weird. I've never had it happen to me.
What?
I had somebody send me a message in my mind, and it was about my mom. Here's some coffee. I'm sorry, my family issues bore you, Pyre.
Well, normally I'm excited about your mom, but
How is she though?
Okay, so I'm not. I know. I mentioned a lot of it to Theo when we were traveling, but I come from a family with royal background, not like king, like our buddy, the Forge Master.
There's royalty everywhere.
But my grandfather, I should say, the Elvish side of my family comes from some social renown. They, for the longest time, my grandfather has had place on the king's court. But due to my mom's relationship with my dad, which y'all all now know that this guy killed, thanks again.
yeah.
We're gonna high five Gideon.
He just looks at me like, am I ever in this now?
Oh, we're not done yet. I don't quite understand slow location.
Well, my grandfather's old, and that's old for an elf, so he's really freaking old.
I wonder if he knows these vampires.
He makes Granny Matilda look like a teenager. Shut up, you tort.
Yes, you actually have to talk for
But yeah, after that, he kind of renounced my mother as family and pretty much made her a servant around his estate.
So you're saying now that your dad's dead?
No, it's not. I don't even think it has anything to do with my dad. I think somebody's pulling strings to either get close to my mother. Maybe they feel like maybe she had contact with my dad about what he was doing and has information. I just feel like now something strange is going on because my grandfather has held this grudge about me. That's kind of also why I was appointed as a court jester.
And he's
in
the
a sense.
king of Fahalal?
No, my grandfather is on the court, but it's not.
Would he know about the army that was sent here?
He probably was part of the people that
What's
sent it.
your grandfather's last name? Isn't it Vofferall?
So there's a quite good possibility we can use your grandfather's name to maybe negotiate with some
I think I have an earned message.
commanders.
We killed the dragon.
I don't have my book with me. I wrote it down in my book.
I think the dragon almost killed us.
yeah,
It's still sore about that.
Yeah.
We're not used to it.
in that family.
Yeah, so there might be some plot that involves my mom. So if we ever get a chance to get close to Jonatai, if and when we get to that point of.
And how old's your mom?
I mean, my mom's not quite old, not very young. She's, I'd say about 100.
It's a nice young woman.
She's an elf.
Yeah, yeah. Closer to her? Right.
Dustin and Heisler start kind of cleaning themselves off a little bit. Where's my show?
Yeah.
How do my eyes look? Do
Yeah,
they
he
got any
was
dust on
the-
my eyes?
He was the Lord of Vaporal
Yeah.
up in the north.
So are we heading to find Lauren and talk to the couriers, or are we heading south to speak to the Elven army?
I don't think we have anything to say though.
To the couriers, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna head to the couriers and see if we can track down that guy that went missing from the village
You
on the
know
way
they
there.
might know
Because
something.
we saw where he went towards, right?
And we did kill those giants on the way. I wonder if they had a little stash nearby.
And I can dig into that thing with
No,
my
I
mom.
searched the area. It looked like they were just traveling through.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow I can probably contact my mom and get a little bit more information about what might be going on. So
Really milk
not
it.
pressing.
We can try and make some money out of this.
Okay. Why would we make Why would we make it money?
Apparently money is very valuable in these times, so.
Especially emeralds.
Yeah.
Just jewels.
Just emeralds.
Just jewels?
Just jewels.
Well, I mean, this healing potion is. We could trade this for the inn.
It's pretty cool. The gold kind of the braided design that runs up the outside of it. You can see the liquid inside, and everywhere your fingers touch, it's almost like electricity, kind of like those little globes.
Nice.
It's
I just hold it in my
It's
hand
got
and
so
so
much-
clink it with my finger.
it's got so much energy, and it's just kind of like it's pretty cool. You could sit and just do that for a while.
All right, so we'll head out.
Army with
We took a long rest. Did you take a long rest?
Okay.
Graham until
Yeah, you guys are at breakfast with
Yep.
this message.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are going to the couriers.
Looking for Lauren on the way.
All right. Are you assuming you're taking your horses,
We'll take the
or did
couriers.
you leave
No,
those
no.
for the farmers? Because you did have 6 horses.
Did we?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We didn't give them to farmers. We just,
I think we.
A few of the farmers have horses of their own, and,
Yeah.
and they have a couple ox carts and stuff like that. So I mean, they can get around.
Are we taking the farmers to the couriers, or we're leaving the farmers in town here?
Well, no, I was just asking if you guys
Okay.
still had your horses.
yeah.
And we have the carriage too.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, by the way, I would have dumped my grain somewhere. I
can imagine.
Yeah.
the trail to go to couriers is not exactly carriage material, right? I didn't think so. That's
No.
So horses.
And because back in the first arc when you were headed over there, Steph mentioned a few times that like
it's too rough. And
they tried to go different paths every time so that there wasn't like a trail, which you guys don't do that. You take the same path every time because fuck them, that's why.
Yeah.
But
So does anybody want to use the new horseshoes on their horse? See how fancy it can
Yeah.
go.
Sure. Go for it.
Fly with tracks.
okay.
Nice, I scared everything's on.
Well, you can go
Well, I think,
this high off the
I
ground.
think our scout should have the faster
Yeah,
horse.
absolutely.
For sure.
The
Yeah.
what?
The scout should have the faster horse for sure.
Yeah, I'll put them on my horse and.
Okay.
What's your horse's name?
I was gonna say you guys all have horses and you never named them. Roach. Hit every single horse. Just name it Roach.
Yep.
My horse will be called Miles's wife.
Oh,
Wow.
poor Miles' wife.
Until I find her official name, that is the name of my horse.
Dispute right here.
And as you pet her, she shits.
My horse is called Linderville's mom.
I'll pull out the poison dagger.
Just don't call it his dad because he's dead.
Yeah. Oh. That's one Gideon rides.
Oh.
Just insult to injury.
Damn.
I think he's been reincarnated.
My horse is called Steel Whisper.
I'm making fun of Miles, the guy that I used to hate.
So Miles' wife's
I'm
name
cool
is
with
Marjorie.
Marjorie.
Majori. Marjorie. So, heading west, about a day's ride over to the tower.
Steel Whisper. Oh,
Now, I can ride 12 hours on Wonderville's mom and she won't get exhausted, right? That's what the magic item said?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Every day we stray further and further.
that horse don't tire out.
Don't die.
Put her back up in the barn. Born ride.
Keep
My alignment's gonna shift here in the near future.
Jeez.
I'm glad I'm holding this delayed blast fireball scroll.
I love it. So let's do a group skill check. It's just three successes before 3 failures.
survival. Hold a 1 and a 2.
Not a really high DC.
I'm do animal handling.
Okay.
And my animal handling's garbage. 9.
Yeah. I used all my luck earlier.
Yeah. What was your total?
8.
8. Okay.
Would it be nature for just, because we've been there quite a few times. I want to see if there's any type of new trails, if maybe the scouts took off somewhere.
You could roll insight for that.
Insight? Okay.
Yeah, I was watching a thing, and that's on other ways to use insight besides just in conversation. So,
Didn't we try and do that a bunch of times when we were?
We did.
Got a 15.
Okay. 1 success, 2 failures.
So,
Because those were DC 10. I was like, okay, let's just gonna be able to just get it out of the way.
So I want to
Get the
quiet.
horse and just
Are you kind of heading up in front of the pack?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to quiet Steel Whisper and kind of like stay like about 100 yards back from everybody and just like use stealth and make sure nobody's like following us.
so get
So roll a perception and a stealth. Would you roll for stealth?
17.
Okay. You roll perception.
Gideon's kind of like
Okay.
Gideon's kind of riding around looking for like any like mowed down like brush, like where it looks like maybe somebody's traveled through recently.
Yeah, you can roll perception for that.
That would be 19.
Alright. So as you guys are riding along, it's a familiar trail by now. You've been down this way multiple times. You know, there's just a Pyre's up front. He's like, alright. Kind of bored sitting on his horse. If you look over there, right around this tree here. Oh, there it is. Another tree. And dust is kind of hanging back.
Steel Whisper.
On his steel whisper, on his blue steel. And keeping an eye out, watching over everything. A couple times, Pyre kind of wanders a little bit. Maybe he's
Not
been
used to
the
flying.
grain alcohol. Yeah, the horse is kind of floating a little bit. It's a little weird. And
It's like using
he
one of
takes
those little hover
he
things.
takes his quarterstaff, kind of taps you on the elbow, like over that way. He's like, oh yeah, that's yeah. So you guys get there.
Do we see any
Did we see any
trail?
for Lorne
For Lauren,
along the way?
roll me a standalone survival check,
Okay. Yeah.
I got +7 on
just for looking for the tracks.
Oh, good. Not 20.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay. The total of
A
lot.
Yeah.
these tracks are a few days old now.
51.
Yeah.
16.
You said nat 20.
No, 26.
I was gonna say, how did you go down?
It was
my
not
brain
10.
just went.
It was a roller coaster.
Let's
Eventually got
get
there.
some coffee going.
I do need some coffee.
In.
We can make coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was next on my list.
So you do find the tracks, the trail. You marked it as you went by the first time, and if you hadn't spotted it before now, you might not have ever spotted it. But since you'd already followed it to a certain extent, about to the courier outpost, is about as far as you went the first time. Is that about the halfway point? Just between Javara and the tower. You kind of marked it, and he had an idea of where it was at anyway. So he finds the tracks. They start to take a northward turn as you start getting closer to this outpost.
Like they're heading back to town. No, wait, no. Town is what, east?
The town is.
Sorry.
Here,
So they're
I
heading
got a
towards the
map
mountain.
somewhere.
Yeah.
No, hang on. Yeah, you guys are getting confused. Need a map that I haven't marked on yet.
No, you're on drugs.
I'm gonna do it in my notes. I got my maps in here somewhere. Give you guys a visual reference. Sorry if you cannot understand me. I did a clutch today on the car, and the clutch dust went kapoof in my
That's trying to
face,
kick in his ass.
so I cannot breathe. I breathed in about 12 metric tons of asbestos, and
Nice.
yeah, so I'm probably going to be dead within a week.
I'm a dog kennel.
There you go, there's a map. If you need it for reference, here you guys go. There's a map for reference.
Oh, I have that one.
Oh,
What the hell are you doing?
I thought you had a different map.
Nope.
That's
same
what
map.
you're thinking.
So you guys headed west from Javara?
I forgot that because we were talking about south, but
Yeah.
we were going west and
And the courier base is in the next hex over
yeah.
to the west.
Okay.
So
And Lawrence tracks were about
Lawrence
halfway.
tracks about 6 hours away from town, right around the courier outpost. They start turning towards the north. And there's still 2 sets of tracks.
So him and that lady friend that he ran off with.
That would be a. I can see how you would come to that conclusion.
So, should we head and look for him?
Yeah.
And they're a few days old too.
Following those tracks. Yeah, Pyro definitely knew. Well, Pyro knew when he followed them before, but he would definitely know how old they are. They're a few days old. Look like they've been rained in once. Or snowed in. It is winter time. Anyway, so you head north. I'm trying to think who's there. Well, no. So, anybody that went to try to save Zaldir has an idea for where you guys are headed.
That would be Theo.
Is that
Anybody that's still with you. The cave that.
the cave where
He's
you
going
going?
towards the cave. Fire
think he was there.
was there. Siler was not there. Lenderville was not there. So it was Pyre, Gideon, or Pyre and Gideon are the only 2 that were.
And Theo. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and Theo, but Theo's not.
Right.
Like, I know this area.
Yeah. So you follow the tracks, and they lead to the mouth of a very familiar cave. Before,
Well, this looks very treacherous.
yeah, when you were there before, everything looked freshly trampled. You know, trees broken off and stuff. Now it doesn't look like anything's been through here in a while.
Have you guys been here before?
Yes. We used to travel with Elvin assassin, but he was a nice guy. He died in here.
Oh.
So it was
Quite unfortunate.
Yeah, this was a giant's cave, but there's a mimic in here. Ate him.
Interesting. I'll draw my sword.
Okay. It's something that can mimic any inanimate object, so it looked like a chest. And so we tried up picking the locks and ended up.
Oh, that's right. I did run across him there before. On the catacombs, that's right.
I'm gonna switch into my battle armor, so my sneaky armor.
Okay. Your AC is the same either way.
I know the other one is studded leather.
Yeah, your regular leather is a
Oh,
it's a +1 regular
Right.
leather.
Okay.
So you have your AC was 18 either way.
Okay. Gotcha. Never mind. So yeah. Okay. I will. Let's head in.
Yeah, I picked up Siler. All the blood was rushing to his head.
Yeah.
Heading in. All right.
Please. Damn wax on the
So you
shelf.
guys,
Would you like me to scout ahead?
I can scout as well.
okay? So roll
It's,
some stealth checks.
Sneaky.
It's your sneaky scouts.
Yes.
You roll 1.
Yes! I feel like Dust got 3 feet in face plants.
27.
Okay.
Dust will stealth.
Tries to climb on top of the roof, falls down. Tries to sneak into the cave that our
So
buddy
Dust gets right about here, clings an elbow off the wall. And we'll say Pyre gets all the way over yonder way,
Sorry.
unseen. Nobody notices Pyre. He kind of slips all the way up in there.
I am the shadows. Do I see anything in?
You have dark vision?
Nope.
Okay, so you can see to about right in this area here, and that's where the light from the entrance kind of teeters off to nothing.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm going to take my bullseye lantern and put it in like the middle,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it on the ground and open it so I could and move away from it. So I'm still sneaking, but the light is just shining in.
Alright, when I see him kind of like go over as that far and see him just kind of stop and look, I'll send him a message. Like, hey, what do you see over there? Your mom. Oh, she's out here. I got her tied up.
Dust will
Roll me another
Dust will attempt to stealth again.
I'm feeding you some grass right out here on the tree.
Okay. Nothing so.
Okay. What'd you roll?
15.
Okay. Where do you want to be?
Not far from here.
On the same side as Pyre? Or?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
21.
21? Alright. So you get up here to this little outcropping. And the bullseye lantern, I'm just assuming, is just pointing out this way. Sheds a little bit of light on the other side of it. And when you set it down and started moving forward, it's just, way over here along the wall, the light's a little bit scattered, and you see, you're like, is that something moving? But it's hard to be sure. Roll a perception check.
Nope.
No? So, maybe that was something moving. I'm not sure. Hard to say.
I'll come over to.
What do your human eyes see, Pyre?
There's movement that way. Can you look?
What do my warforged eyes see?
You have 30 feet of dark vision?
I think it's 60.
HID headlights.
Because we're basically using the goggles at night to give them dark vision.
60.
60? You got a pretty good clock of the inside. From where you're at, you don't see anything.
Can I look up on the ceiling?
Make a perception check.
Because
As you're looking amongst the stalactites.
things crawl on ceilings because dust does that. That's a 14. Won't be bad.
Don't
Stay
notice
here. I'm gonna move the others up a bit. Okay, so we don't want to go too far. That's how the guy out.
And how far across was it from the entrance?
So I'll kind of like scritch down until everybody
I'll head back and motion everyone forward a bit.
All right. And make sure
Go
you.
up to my light.
So are you guys stealthing up?
Yeah.
Siler and Lenderville, roll me a quick stealth check. I'm not going to worry about Gideon or Matilda right now. We'll just...
Okay, 10.
Okay.
That's the first
9.
time.
Okay.
Man, we are some noisy fucks tonight.
All that wax on my shell.
What are you guys doing?
All right.
Hey, Lenny! Shh!
My shoes are going.
I'll have Thrax will be in charge of holding my lantern, and I'll have him move up to here,
Okay.
and then I'll start sneaking around this way. He'll point it. Actually, move it here and then point it that way.
All right.
Now I'll come around this way and see what
He
see
saw
what I can
something.
see.
All right. Roll perception.
While he's walking up, I want to use my cantrip light
There
on
it is.
Lenderville.
On Lenderville,
Yeah, because he's right next to
Yeah,
me.
my eyes aren't working today. I got
no.
I rolled a 1.
that's fire.
Yeah, no, I was going to say Lenderville because I thought we were all going to go up right after him.
You're going to use light on a person?
Yeah, you can.
Sure, I'm becoming disco ball.
Yeah.
Woo!
You could just use it on his clothes if it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm just like,
Well, once
why
I
don't you just cast fairy fire on him?
well once I see him light me up, I'll start to use my boots and start to kind of float and be like, "Ooh, party!"
Start
in the
moonwalking
cave."
over there.
It's like my old character, the druid, that was always a big target.
Yes.
The glowworm.
Mm-hmm.
The fleshlight. That's what it was.
Oh, Fleshlight, yeah, that was good. That was a fun character.
You guys are. Yeah, he was an interesting one.
I'll fly up with Pyre as like his spotlight, radiant spotlight.
Amazing.
So
Spinning like a disco
you're
ball.
just floating around.
I am God.
How long do I illuminate from?
An hour.
No, how what's the?
Oh, it's a 20-foot radius.
There you go.
For bright light,
light.
and then
So it's
dim light for
40 foot.
additional.
There you go, man. You can see, man.
Hilarious.
Just flying.
Who turned the lights on?
40 foot in every direction.
Yeah.
I'll go back and get my link. I'll put it out.
There you go.
So he's just
I'm flying above him.
doing his Star Lord thing. In this section of the cave, make a perception check, Lunderlow. And as well as Pyre.
The
You guys
roll.
are looking
I
around.
don't.
22.
Oh, super bad perception. Oh, there we go. It's like 26.
26.
Super bad perception.
Crazy what happens when you turn the lights on.
Yeah, right.
Weird. It's like the dice.
It was just a
gods
sock coming out of the dryer, guys. I thought it was a monster.
here. So you look over there. You see a couple. Look like they might be humanoid bodies in the far corner, just beyond where the map shows. But you don't see anything moving. But there are like a couple humanoid bodies over here in this corner. That way.
Can I walk up about halfway to them, and then I want to use my eyes of the grave just to see if there's anything
Towards those bodies?
Yes, 60 foot.
Should I move the map?
No. You're okay right there.
He just wants to
Wax!
knock
He's dead.
Damn wax!
Made you slippery.
The bodies, are they around anything? Like stalactites, boxes, anything?
No.
Okay.
They just kind of, they appear to be like towards the, they're not direct like right up against the wall. It's like something just kind of tossed them over there out of the way.
Do any of them look like a rogue that might be decayed by a couple months?
I thought we buried
Hard
him.
to say.
Did we bury
You
him?
did bury him. Your eyes in the
I was
grave,
there
you
for
don't get any pings on them.
Can I crawl up the wall like a spider and kind of crawl in that direction?
Sure.
We
So like
moving
you
forward
get
there,
better
Chief?
Yeah, I'll head over to him
All right.
and I'll check him.
Well, towards not. Oh, the bodies are that way.
Yeah.
The body's right over here.
Oh.
I'll go check them,
Should I
make
move them
sure they're dead.
I'll just be the light, shining light.
Like, is it obvious that they're dead? Like, super decayed?
Oh yeah. Like drying up.
Oh, that's big.
Like the dude at the end of, oh shit. I always forget the name of that Indiana Jones movie. Drinks out of the wrong cup.
Oh, West Crusade.
Yes, Last
He
Crusade.
chose poor.
He chose poorly. Yeah, kind of looks like that guy right before
Check
you.
the prison wallets.
Is it them?
What's a prison wallet?
Who?
The people we're looking for.
Lauren?
Yeah.
Make an investigation check. These bodies look pretty fucked.
19.
19. So you remember Lauren having,
2 hands. No longer has 2 hands.
right?
No, that's not him.
He loved breathing.
Yeah.
Definitely not him.
Now you remember Lauren having a couple missing teeth, and they were in this weird pattern, and that's just how you remember it because it was like, you know, like 2 teeth, then he two missing, then he has 2, then 2 missing, then he has 2, and you're like, that looks so strange. All these bodies have their teeth,
Oh, good.
so you guys are inventing checking by dental records.
Sweet. I loot him.
It's canon.
You loot them.
Yeah.
Just take the rest of the teeth.
Anything on him?
As you roll the bodies, nothing of any kind of value.
Okay.
Hey, what did that mimic look like when y'all were in here?
Where did your friend die?
Down that way.
Yeah, you look down over here.
Oh. Can I crawl along the wall and go start heading that way?
Sure.
And
Does it mimic?
I'll do the same.
Is that magic?
I mean, no, I won't crawl on the wall.
You don't want to spider crawl?
Yeah, I do, but I
Quite
can't.
Does it bear magic at all?
Floating when you like
24 to
that
hide.
way too is the
Okay.
lantern.
24. Are you stealthing?
Sure.
What was it, Taylor?
Does a mimic use magic at all?
No.
Like, would detect magic be able to pick it up? No? Okay.
That's the worst part about mimics.
You don't know.
You don't know. They are indistinguishable,
Well, in that case, then I'd like to at least bless them 3.
and the stuff they do isn't ability.
Yeah.
They killed that mimic.
Oh,
Plus these
maybe
three
it had
before
babies.
they ran off.
yeah,
Well,
I'll
less
bless
than
them.
less 1 minute. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just remember that
Okay.
Oh, those
for your resource management
Yep.
as well. You know, don't want to burn up in a non-combat situation.
Oh, okay.
I got a 10 on stealth.
10 on stealth.
Are we all doing stealths?
Are you running up too?
I'm the illumination.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I
flying.
figured. That's why I
Yeah.
moved up
Guys,
there.
don't-
Well, you don't get to stealth.
I'm
You're
floating.
You don't get a choice, bro.
You're glowing in the dark. Yeah, you're doing your archangel thing. All right, can you move the map?
Which way down?
Yes. Those of course.
All the way down, or
That works right there.
Would you mind scooting me up?
So you guys are spider climbing your way up. Lenderville, meanwhile, is floating.
I'm trying to catch up.
We'll say the rest of the party is kind of over here, doing their thing.
they don't matter. They can die.
Oh, I'd have to change subclasses.
True. Or find a new dragon. So,
Not smelling like this. Maybe a black dragon because they were like always in acid.
yeah. Or even green dragon.
Yeah.
It is a poison.
Yeah.
And you,
I am noxious.
you know, every breath is a poisonous feeling.
Obnoxious and obnoxious.
So what are you guys doing? You guys are closing in on the end of this thing.
All right.
Just take
His
a look.
light is shedding. Where he's at, he's just getting the end of the cave in the light.
Nothing.
Do we see
You don't
anything?
see any, no crates or anything.
You make some perception checks.
Alright.
Finally something. 22.
17.
22.
21. Nice.
Yeah.
We see everything.
There's
Laser beams.
some stalagmites over here.
Bastard.
And as you start moving closer,
Oh shit.
Are they green?
pieces of it start to kind of move.
Oh no.
Oh, I shoot it.
All right. Well, before you shoot it, let's roll initiative.
I know what this is.
Do you know what this is?
Okay.
R
Oh, there's a
O P E R.
Roper. Is that?
I think so.
Something like that.
Oh, you think it's a roper?
Forget about
No, it's something else.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Not a roper. This bench out of the way. So we got a 14 for Dust, 16 for Lendrevol,
19.
for Pyre.
13 for Gideon.
Cool.
18 for Heisler.
And Matilda?
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus. 20.
Wow.
That's the dirtiest of 20s.
That's pretty good.
Well, let's get started. I'm gonna make my cup. What kind of, do you need a mini or?
No, I have one.
Okay. They were a pretty cool looking tree light. I almost killed my party with the other times. So
Oh, could I have cast mage armor beforehand? I forgot.
That lasts like 8 hours, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. No, you guys took a long rest. That's good. Okay.
yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. I would say walking into this cave.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll give you some leniency since you're not using your own character.
I'm waiting to see what he's putting out here.
Gideon's got major armor too.
You see this thing pop out around? We need to zoom in. Just
I don't like things.
probably like one more click.
Is that Digimon?
Nope.
Too far?
Nope, that's perfect.
I snuck this into my kid's room.
That is beautiful. And the picture.
Right? So good.
What is it?
Something pretty nasty.
What do we see?
It's a
That's what you see. You see this thing that kind of blended in with the tall, thin stalactites at first.
Is that it, or just like
that's it?
Lendril, what do your elven eyes see as you blow it up?
It's getting.
Oh my god!
What is it?
It's a fucking xenomorph with a spear and wings.
Does
Agumon
does
second.
Gideon-
It's gonna make some babies in us.
Oh, that's bad. That
Well,
looks like a
Gideon
fiend.
wears armor.
Gideon does wear armor.
Okay.
He's
His
got
AC is 20. Yeah,
So-
18 or 20 with his shield and...
it's.
Agility, I guess.
I guess it doesn't help him. Though.
Gideon has mage armor?
Yeah.
It doesn't really help. Not Gideon, because he's already wearing armor and stuff.
Yeah.
That might be
He
just one of
fucks a
those-
lot. Maybe he's doing it for when he's
I think
he's
that
not
might be one
wearing
of those
armor.
things that you just get as an elder thing.
I think it is.
Maybe.
That
So,
and shield.
which is
Wait,
silly
I
because you get
see-
martial you get armor.
Steven, would I have seen this thing?
Yeah.
Okay, wait here.
You guys all rolled pretty good on your
Yes.
perception.
Can I go ahead and, like, the second?
No, we started initiative, so you gotta wait for your turn. I gotta make some coffee really quick, so because I can't breathe.
Pardon this break.
I don't know why everyone. I'm tired as hell for some reason.
This rain does
I'm
not help.
not
either.
all that tired. I just can't breathe.
Yeah.
Like I
Is that
said,
Dawson
yeah,
on today?
I pulled that transmission back.
Yeah.
It was one of them old Toyota 86s,
Mm.
and somebody smoked the transmission like all the way out of this thing. And I pulled the transmission back, and it's just like of this like dust, but it's all like kind of like brake dust, but clutch dust tends to be more fibrous, so like
yeah.
little like fiberglass type shit. And it's just like take a deep breath as I.
Oh,
And it's
That's
just
good for the immune system.
Yeah, I can't.
Welcome to my life. Crawling through
Go
that.
first and find picture of
I finally actually got me a mask. But I mean, I changed the pads on it almost every single day.
I bet it's pretty gross by the end of the day.
Oh, it is. I can't. After like the first hour in an attic with it, actually moving around and stuff.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
Clogged up already.
oh yeah.
Should not be clowning around attics in Florida.
Yeah, just wait till August.
Ugh.
If you see me in August, you'll be like, Taylor, why do you look so tired? Oh, I just sweat my soul out of my body today.
Right.
My brother's a cable guy, and I don't understand.
When I used to do DirecTV, I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. Like, it wasn't hours on end. Now I'm like, oh, I gotta redo all this ductwork and install a new unit in an attic by myself. Oh, it doesn't fit through the scuttle hole. Okay, so let me just disassemble the entire unit and take it out piece by piece, and then I'm glad to give myself an IV if I ever did need to.
If you could. Well, no, it should be good.
How'd everybody rolling?
Oh, you're good. Yeah, move the fish tank a little bit so we've got ample sleep hours. Unless it's Nick. Nick requires.
I'm extra wide.
Extra.
Just say it. I'm extra fucking wide.
Just more to love.
I mean, sure.
More pushing for the pushing.
I mean,
Wait,
you can always take a turn on Lenny's mom.
I heard she can go for 12 hours.
And not get tired.
She got special shoes, so now she got stamina.
You know, I'm
Is that
wondering.
a disease?
All jokes aside, I'm just wondering how a horse would take being floating 4 inches off the ground.
Right? Probably not good.
I remember,
I mean, they don't
I
have
remember a
depth
glitch in
perception,
like
so-
Elder Scroll that would let your horse fly, and that's what I'm picturing. It's just like a horse like going over.
But wouldn't the horse like freak the fuck out?
Yeah, they don't have that
Suddenly he's
perception.
hovering. Like roll an intelligence check. See if your horse doesn't just bury the fuck out.
Animal handling.
Yeah.
Barrel buck you right. We won't call it flying.
Your horse is.
It's falling with style. Okay. No, that pet salon. Oh my god.
What's that?
Pet salon.
Is that where you were working in today?
Yeah. No. 6 units at this place.
60?
6.
Oh. That's not so bad. It's not so fuck out.
Well, they've been installed for 8 years and never once been serviced.
That's it.
I should have taken a picture. Like, I wore gloves. It was that bad. I'm pulling hair this thick off the coils. Inside, I'm like, It was nice over that rain though. That helped, especially when I had to go outside.
Yep.
Taking a whole box of Claritin today.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the 6 or 7 nat 20s I rolled in that fight?
Yes, I was watching and I was like, what is this man doing? He said, they ain't loaded, son, don't worry.
Right?
I know, like, D, she'd gotten home, it was like right at 6:30.
Yeah.
But the kids were just Eric. I don't know what they did today. They were just not good behavior.
I was playing with the timeline.
As I had the plane on my head, just listening. I'm like, hold on.
Those clouds were rolling in pretty cool, and I was like, yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Especially against the demi witch.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It was okay. 70 damage against it with great.
I know.
A weakened demi-lich.
Eric was like, literally, I'm in the kitchen getting them dinner ready before D gets home, and he's staring at my phone on my hip because I'm just listening to it, and he's just staring like. Yes, Eric, that is Dungeons and Dragons.
That's right.
Dad, can I go and play? No, that's not. That's not.
How old is he?
He'll be 6 at the end of the month.
Oh, awesome. Mine just turned 16. So, 2 more years. Kick him out.
Listen, at my graduation, my dad was literally had a duffel bag for me.
Oh, really?
At my graduation.
I told my kid, I was like, once you turn 18, I'm presenting you a bill for all the things you've broken.
I'm here for it.
It's a very large bill.
Yep.
That's what I told her. I was like, he needs to be really good at like golf or something. She's like, why? Why golf? And I was like, so I can retire?
Yeah.
And
I have 3 kids. One of them is going to do good. The other one's
oh no, there's some days.
nothing.
There's some days I'm like, I don't think we're gonna have to pay for college.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I say that a lot with Liam.
Yep.
He does something extraordinarily dumb, but it's like, you know what?
It's such a sham.
It is, and I'm like, you just did not think whatsoever.
What was that Sartan said? You went to Bard College, man? What a shit.
Yeah.
What a ripoff.
And I said, yeah, why do you think I'm out here traveling with the bear wrestler?
Right?
And look what happened to Saitan now.
Yeah.
That was one of the stupidest.
That, oh my goodness. Like, I have rewatched that like 3 times just because his face when I was like, I'm in the tower, I can't use Revivify or anything. Just.
I was chuckling during the Demi-Lich fight because it's like, look at this like massive like hard monster that we're like controlling.
Mm-hmm.
But then we decide that we're going to go outside the village and plant freaking beans and get killed by our own creation.
You got a tree ant.
Yep.
You got a tree ant version.
If we're ever bored, I still have the beans.
Yeah. I think Gideon took all the drugs, so.
Yeah.
I think he's currently trying to take all the drugs.
He is. Is that why he started like stealing from people? Is that a side effect or something?
I think he just started going off the rails last session. I was kind of just trying to play along with it to see how far down that rabbit hole you would go.
Jeez. This Pizza Hut over here.
Poor old lady. It's like mopping up blood.
Mopping up blood.
Just straight dementia. Just straight. She didn't have it before. She does now.
Yep.
That's the talking bird. That was great.
Schizophrenia.
The talking bird was great.
Oh, and then Dust killing the bird.
Oh.
I was gonna bring that bird with me on our travels.
Like I wanted a familiar. I wanted a familiar. Like he's got a freaking dragon.
With the spider.
Yeah.
He's got taxidermy bird.
Well, a little sparrow taking a taking a dagger from a barbarian. I don't think much was left.
That wasn't a whole lot, no.
Yeah.
He was skewered.
Mm-hmm.
I started your,
Thank you, sir.
welcome, sir.
It's ready for round 2.
That's really a lot. Okay, no room for that. It's more straight black with sugar tonight.
So what was this creature called?
I mean, you guys have fought one before.
This one?
Yeah.
I don't think you were there.
I don't think you were there. That was the one shot where all the everybody died.
What is it?
Bone
Inquisition.
Devil.
Oh, it's a bone devil. Nice. They changed its looks from other editions.
Yeah.
Other editions, it looked pretty wimpy.
Well, he's got some juice to him. Not a whole lot, but some.
He looks pretty badass.
So, as you guys see this thing, it kind of starts moving, like slowly climbing out around these stalagmites. You hear this figure runs out.
It runs? Who did? Please don't do this.
Running over, like in the direction Wonderful's up in the air, but this figure runs out, and as you guys look, it's Lorne.
See some of the demons?
And he's like, wait, no, don't, no, stop, stop! As you guys are readying weapons and all this stuff.
Well, tell it to stop.
So he's gonna,
The chick you ran away with.
I don't think you should take this one home to mom.
That's a serious case of crabs.
he's gonna turn back and be like, stop it, stop. Granny Matilda, your turn. That's what it used its turn for. Or well, that's what Lauren used.
Oh, so that's what it.
She'll conjure a skeleton
Okay.
about 10 feet in front of her,
Cool.
and that's it.
All right. Fire. So what would you like to do, Pyre?
Learn the fuck.
He says, I'm sorry, I don't understand your French. Or your Elvish.
What's it? What? Are you summoning demons?
No.
Then why is there a demon?
Well, he's a fiend. But he got displaced. It's not his fault. He's pretty beat up.
Right. So we should just kill it and send it back.
Put it out of its minute.
No!
Why?
He's been helping me.
With what?
Stuff. I mean,
Inside check?
Did you sell your soul to this thing?
no.
Someone went down to the basement.
Come on. I know when someone sold their soul.
No.
Did you feed your girlfriend to it?
No, she's around here somewhere.
That's 11 on inside.
We saw a pile of bodies. Just a pile of bodies.
Checks out.
They were probably already here.
Insight check on that shit.
Well, inside check. They were pretty old, though. The bodies were, like, been there for a while.
So you don't know anything about those bodies, Lauren?
Well, this was a giant cave.
No. I don't know nothing about them bodies.
It's a 16.
What bodies?
I mean, he seems pretty nervous right now, but doesn't look like nervous like he killed the people. More like nervous like you people that he knows are pretty formidable are coming after something he considers something worth protecting.
Okay, where's your girlfriend?
Sweetheart, you can come out wherever you are. I don't know. She heard you guys and she's out. She'll be out in a minute. All right. Is that your turn, Fire?
Yeah.
Siler.
I'm gonna go ahead and just move me on up there,
I'll just basically take the dodge action.
and I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw my staff at the python right in front of me.
Well,
in between me and this creature.
that'll do it. Is it there under?
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
And
Had to dig through 48 boxes to find it.
bonus action,
Got nothing else to do.
I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon
Mm-hmm.
and put it right between me and Lorne.
I already gave you that.
Between you and Lauren?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna strike him, I just wanna summon it,
Okay.
and that'll be me.
Wonderful.
I will hold. I will hold my spell. My bolt time in case it gets aggressive or attacks any of my comrades.
Okay.
Hold my cantrip.
Dust.
I will rage,
Okay.
and I want to run over to this area that he just came from. No.
40 feet. Oh, over where he was?
Yeah. It's about 50 feet. I'll use my action. I want to look around and see if I see anybody.
Roll perception.
It's 17 plus 5, 22.
You don't see anybody, but you do see a couple bedrolls over here. Looks like somebody's been sleeping over here for a while. A couple people, maybe.
Hey, Lauren, is that fiend your girlfriend?
No, I told you she's hiding around here somewhere. That's your turn.
Yeah, I'll hold my action. Well, I guess my action was to.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's it.
Gideon. Gideon.
Cough, cough. Gideon.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
I'm not used to being two people at once.
Cough, cough.
I will hold. Gideon will. Where's Gideon at?
Right over here.
Alright. He'll kind of move up behind Dust and just ready a firebolt.
Okay, so right here in front of Granny Matilda's skeleton.
Yeah.
Alright.
Hold the firebolt in case he sees hostility.
Fair enough. So, I don't have perfect name for this. So we're going to use this one minus the drawn weapons. And this figure steps out over here, heading towards Lauren. She's not gonna dash over there. She's just kind of walking out.
And what does she look like?
She's got this kind of like wavy brown hair, really pretty face, and she's built. Okay, it's just you're like, wow, what is a girl like you doing in a cave like this?
My kind of woman.
Yeah, it's like Shania Twain's walking up to you. So anyway, that's her thing. She's just kind of walking up towards Lauren.
Lauren, you know you have no business with this woman.
She's so far out of your league.
She's gonna sacrifice you to this thing. 100%. I think we could go out of combat for right now.
So he's the last in the initiative, and he's just kind of backing deeper into the corner.
Yeah.
Try my snake scares. Larry.
So Lauren,
That's when Gideon pulls to the South Park. He's coming right for us.
so Lauren's like, I don't know what you. I felt like I was a catch.
Look, you're really good at certain things.
Like tattoos.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But look at that.
Stealing women over, not so much.
You know, eating corn on the cob. It's a gift. You got the teeth for it.
Just call him good.
I'm gonna skip a row here and there, but
She brought you into this demon business, right?
no, we kind of stumbled upon them together.
Did she make you do any like butt things? You know?
Any kind of holy?
No, there was holes involved.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't talk
Do
about all
explain.
that.
Do explain.
I want to kiss and tell.
I mean,
Grand Matar pulled out both
so what is he helping you with? We need to know the full truth because we need to make sure he's not controlling you or she's not really a succubus.
Well, you know, remember when I
Succubus.
gave him that tattoo?
Yeah.
And I kind of fell asleep
Mm-hmm.
because I had to take those pills.
Oh yeah, the drug dealer.
It's just helping me to be better.
Yeah. So
What's the deal with the giant thing?
He's helping me to be better.
he's teaching you how to tattoo.
Well, no, he's just teaching me how to maintain a steady hand.
Is the demon giving you drugs?
No,
Did you sign a pact with that thing?
no.
I don't even know if I need to insight check that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to.
Did he sign a pact with that thing? I'm gonna yell out to the girlfriend.
She's like, of course.
Do we just leave him be? Or do we kill the demon?
I mean, isn't the demon evil?
I'm about to say, kind of along the same lines as vampires. I've never seen a nice demon.
I mean, the last time we helped the vampires and kind of let them do their thing, they're on their way to taking over a country.
What does the demon want you to do?
So you guys start mentioning vampires, and the demon, or the devil, kind of gets down even lower and drops its spear down. It's like in a defensive position, and in this corner of this wall, and the girlfriend says,
It says pizza.
"Yeah, oh, fair enough." So the girlfriend says, "We don't talk about them."
We're gonna talk about Bruno.
Vampires? Why?
Does the demon not like them?
What do you have to do with
So when I
vampires?
said he was displaced, Lauren says, "Yeah, they kind of ran a lot of the fiends out of their forest.
Oh yeah.
So there's a few of them scattered out,
Wait a
running
minute.
about.
Oh, this is one of the fiends that we've set free. Oops.
While we were helping the vampires. Is this like we gotta clean up the mess?
No, them vampires was the ones that ran them out of there.
Oh, they want to be in there?
Well, after we broke the seal around the forest and released the vampires ran them out. Because they were sealed into the forest by Gideon's girlfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, what masters their domain, so far as he says.
But what do fiends do? Do they eat people?
I mean, he ain't me.
But what about the pile of bodies over there?
Well, I don't know.
Lord.
We found. I knew about this cave, and I brought him here. So I haven't seen him eat anybody.
Well, how did he get injured?
I would say something to do with his fibers. He's been hurt since I found him. He's just slowly healing up.
Oh.
Rest, I suppose.
And what about your girlfriend? I mean,
Well, she doesn't eat people.
yeah, but dude,
Not often.
like
Yeah,
really,
she
where'd you
wasn't-
find
she wasn't
this?
from
Where'd you
town.
find this girl?
She wasn't from town, right?
No.
Where'd you guys meet?
She was passing through town.
Doesn't seem suspicious to you. What would your uncle think?
So when my uncle saw her, we exchanged a firm handshake. And afterwards there was a hug and then a high five.
And a box of rubber
Based on
bullets.
previous experiences, I say we just kill them all and be done with it.
Do it.
Do we save Lauren?
He doesn't need saving. He's in a pact with the thing.
Kind of want to know about this lady though.
Do we just walk away?
I don't.
Would I know what kind of speech the thing speaks?
The
I
thing
have,
speaks?
I have deep speech, but I don't know if that's the same.
And I also have infernal.
So you're just gonna start running through languages.
No, I just try to talk to him and be like, hey, can you tell us what's going on?
So in deep speech,
Yeah.
it kind of cocks its head a little bit.
Okay.
I gotta ask in infernal.
Yeah, you try.
So you, as you're thinking of the words, this thing responds to you before you ever actually say it
So it's all telepathic.
telepathically. Yeah.
Guys, it's in my head.
Is it talking to you?
Yes.
Alright, find out what it wants or what it's doing with him because this is just strange.
Or we're gonna have to kill it.
All right, let me ask it. What's its purpose then with Lorne? And is this female involved or?
He is caretaker. She is caretaker.
Of you?
Yes.
Why are you here?
Phil ran me from home.
Phil, are you talking about vampires?
Do not speak of their name.
What does he eat? Just ask him what he eats. It's not people. Fuck it. Let's go.
All right then. Yeah. What's your diet been lately?
Live flesh.
Humans?
That's people.
Yep. Yeah.
That's-
Guys, he eats people.
Yeah, you got
Live
that.
flesh.
Flesh can be a lot of different things.
Humans? Or humanoid creatures?
I've never eaten human, but I suppose their flesh would suffice.
Guys, he says he wants to eat us.
What do you have against the vampires?
They ran me from home.
From home. We don't know exactly where they've been though also.
So would you be willing to help us get rid of them?
You get rid of vampires?
We've done it before.
Yeah, we've killed a bunch.
Can I show him the
No,
coin?
I was
I
about
haven't
to say,
been on
everybody-
that.
I recognize that not.
No. Will you help us then? Rid the vampires?
Kill vampires?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of
So
roll a persuasion check
Okay.
Can I assist on that one since we're
with advantage.
Okay.
yeah, tag team that bone demon.
we're gonna bone the demon.
Bone daddy versus Vamp daddy.
He says,
He has wings we could ride on him into combat.
I still hurt from fight with vampire.
I know, guys.
Well, I heard turtles actually regenerate their flesh very quickly.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. This is not like what happened with Blue. No.
It's not hitting a human. Just give him the finger. Maybe give him a little bit of tail.
If find you my roommates in your travel, maybe help you.
Okay, so he says if we find his crewmates, is that what?
Broodmate.
Broodmates, he possibly help us.
I'm gonna kind of just like saunter him
Ensure
towards
victory.
higher and
Many.
just be like, hey, you know, we're all a little gray when it comes to moral compass. So I gotta check in with you, boss. How's this sounding to you?
He says it's guaranteed.
So for some
victory.
reason, these demons want to go back to that shitty ass forest.
Yeah.
So
Why don't we go tell him to live in the tree and keep an eye on
in the
town?
tree ant.
yeah, so I'd be fine if we can use them against the vampires.
Are you fine with siding with one evil to destroy another?
I already did that.
Yeah, look how that went.
This is.
I mean, it's probably
We're
yeah,
amassing our own army.
yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I can't think of a way to fuck up worse. So let's go ahead.
How do you feel about living in the top of a tree?
A very tall tree.
I prefer underground.
Uh,
Here, good spot.
Can you ask him where his roommate, brood mates might be?
Yes. Let me ask if he knows any location.
We were flushed from forest together. So, hard to say.
Can you find
Any
out?
way
What
of contacting?
This area.
Can you find out like if there's a way to, if we do come across as roommates, to prevent us
Guarantee.
from being attacked from them?
Yeah. Is there any way we can guarantee our safety against your broodmates if we do come across them?
We parlay their assistance.
What is his name?
We're gonna name him Gilbert.
Godfrey.
Basically, what should we call you?
You may call me
Tip.
Well, he's the only one because he speaks Infernal.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just.
But yeah, no. He's
So what should we call you?
Shadow
Swarming death.
Shadow Steel.
Linderville's mom.
so he's and Infernal's kind of this throaty like kind of thing, but you can understand it. And
Sounds really
he
fun.
says,
Real bullfrog.
he says,
Greg.
You may call me Femur.
Femur.
Makes sense. He's a bone.
Okay. So
Your kind call me a bone devil. Therefore, you may call me Femur.
How do you feel about living in a crypt?
it's underground.
I mean,
there's a lot of
there's just no pleasing this
decomposing
guy.
flesh. He only likes life left.
I suppose crypt would do.
There's plenty of room, and your family can live there, and you just gotta fight zombies every now and again.
With no vampire.
No vampires, just zombies every now and again. Plenty of room.
Where are zombies?
Undead.
In the graveyard. Every now and again, the zombies come because there's a scarab down there, and it attracts them. So you just would
Protect the scarab.
smack a zombie around every now and again. But otherwise,
roll persuasion.
you can live there.
I didn't even think about that. The catacombs.
We can just take all the bad guys we capture and sacrifice them to the demon.
72. We did not make this through.
7.
7.
Yeah.
No fight.
So you really want the forest back?
Home. Want home back.
All right. We'll send all the demons we find to this cave if that's okay.
Yes.
All right. And
Find broodmates. Tell them. Have that one speak. They will know.
all right.
Now, if they attack us, we're just gonna have to kill them.
No. Very nice.
Not
They
buying
don't-
it? Not.
They don't fight. No,
Dust
very
has
nice.
systems. Yeah, okay.
Why do you turn Japanese all of a sudden?
Lord,
Konnichiwa.
Lord, good luck. Not getting
I can
eaten.
only do so many accents when
Lauren's
I
girlfriend. The same.
Okay, well, we know where Lauren is.
What, by the way, Lauren, what is your girlfriend's name? Your lady friend, I should say. I don't know if y'all committed yet to being given
I
titles.
think she committed.
We're just talking like she's not even in the room.
Yeah, like. Did you see the tits on that thing?
Well, I'm trying not to look at her because, I get this
She
weird
says, or he says,
It's called a boner.
that's Sylvana.
Sylvana, I found a better name for your horse.
I don't think
What's
so.
her name? Yeah.
So, with that settled,
You want to head back to the couriers then? Since we know, I mean.
Yeah, you were heading that way?
Yeah.
I mean, before you continue on to the couriers, as you,
Long rest with the bone demon.
right? Somebody's getting
Wow, the
boned.
hero speaks
I'll talk to him the entire
Somebody's
time.
getting boned. So you walk out of the cave into this bright sunlight, and you're like, "Wow, we've come up with a lot of ways to solve problems. And I feel like we've really grown as adventurers.
No, we're still doing the same shit again.
And the bone demon sticks its
But you've grown just enough to be level 6.
tail straight
okay.
in the face.
Hey!
I thought somebody was getting shish kebab on the way out of the cave.
My snake just bites me. I was like, what
It's like Granny Matilda, chest explodes.
You see this little bony tail?
Yeah.
It opens its mouth, another
Like
mouth.
Cody, you're like another character.
No, he can just play whatever pops out.
That's what you.
The xenomorph baby, man.
That's what you get for
Almost lost
going
the
to
ice
Nigger.
earlier.
Yeah, that was
No.
so funny.
Yes.
Level 6. Level 6.
Oh.
You know what that means, right?
Mm.
I automatically pass all perception checks. It's automatically.
Really?
You got the 10-mile vision.
I
or
get
something.
eyesight of an eagle, so I can see up to a mile away perfectly.
But as far as like checks go, you still just roll advantage.
I mean, just remember, I don't roll an advantage or anything. It's just,
I think
it just says I get eyesight of the eagle, and
Yeah, but
Eagles get advantage.
Eagles
on
get
perception.
advantage on perception checks.
I think we should.
I'd be willing.
It doesn't give a mechanical bonus, just that you can see a mile, but I think that's
the thing is it's.
Well, I mean, if you have the eyesight of an eagle, and eagles have advantage on perception checks.
Yep.
We would say during the day, because eagles, your dark vision doesn't go as far as your eagle sight would allow. But during
Right.
the day, you would have advantage on perception checks.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Should we just leveling up now?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are continuing on. We'll continue with the rolls you did earlier for your trip. You get most of the way to the keep, and you hear this like kind of a shrill roar. You see a smaller dragon with a rider on its back. This one is kind of it's a bronze color, and as it kind of swoops to the side, you can see that it's got this similar corruption, the green theme to it. It's not quite as brilliantly bright or as big as the gold one, but you see this thing swoop by and start heading like northward, and then you hear these massive wing beats as this huge silver dragon flies over directly behind it. You see it bank kind of to follow the same path as the other one, and you see Sir Alabast up there, sword drawn, like pointing at this other rider, and they're just hoofing him down.
So it looks like they're chasing them.
And then a couple seconds later, this is one of those you stop your horses and you look sort of things.
Yeah.
It's like watching the space shuttle launch, and you see two more of these. You see the Triton on his mount behind Alabast, and then you see another on a. This time it's like a red dragon, and you see this green glow between its scales, and it just.
Can I climb up to the top of the trees and see if I can watch the battle?
Did we notice
Yeah.
Corinth? Was he still? They still have the green?
Yeah.
Also, okay.
Yeah. And this would have struck Pyre as very strange because he'd never seen anyone riding a chromatic dragon before. He'd seen chromatic dragons, and he knew they came around the same time as the Drow landing in Desakar, but he'd never actually seen anyone riding a chromatic dragon.
And who's riding it?
It was hard to tell.
Yeah.
You just know Sir Corinth and Sir Alabast just because you've had enough experience with them.
Right.
That when you're like, oh, that looks like him. But
The
it's
two
kind of-
others.
the other two were kind of difficult to tell. None of them, wearing helmets. As when you're up in the air, you want to be able to turn your head and have full range of view, like in an aerial fight. You want to be able to see what's around you. So they didn't have helmets on. Roll a perception check for me, Fire, because I know you'd be looking like hardcore trying to figure out who the fuck that was.
17.
You get enough of a look to recognize that neither of them are Drow.
Oh, okay.
So
I assumed.
yeah. So neither of them are Drow, and it's still daytime, so it would be kind of weird to see Drow out during the day, as they're not following the sun.
Yeah, that's true.
From the top of the trees, can I watch and see how the combat goes?
Mhm.
I'll relay it back down to them as.
Yeah. So you see this, Sir Alabast swoop in, and he kind of, the little dragon is a little more maneuverable, but this big dragon, just a couple wing beats, and it's so powerful, it gets above him, and he goes into a dive. And this massive silver dragon, the one you guys had actually spoken to in the inn,
The chip.
Yeah.
grabs this other dragon by the back of the neck, the bronze one, and kind of gives it a shake, throws it, and it's just enough that this thing tumbles out of the air, and you see this just just as it hits the ground. The other two, during this maneuver, as the silver dragon's throwing the bronze, the red and the gold dragon both intercept and latch onto wings of the silver dragon, and all three of them plump to the ground.
I'll relay this.
They're just kind of like grabbing onto these wings.
Like bald eagles in a fight.
Yeah, and this thing just starts kind of in this massive tumble, and when they hit the ground, even though they're a good piece off, you feel like
How far are they?
They crash some distance
make
to the
a
north.
perception check.
Can you do it at advantage now?
Yeah.
Yay! That was a 1 and a 3.
For a total of
8.
over there.
They went that way!
Yeah.
Like they flew over. Make a insight check.
Well, 21.
So they flew over. You didn't see where they crashed,
Yeah.
but you saw them and
At 20.
kind of gauging their speed and about how long it took for the crash. They're a good piece off.
Because they were originally heading
Like
north.
an hour or more.
Probably, yeah, like 2 miles, 3 miles. They're a good ways off. Like they were fucking booking it.
How about the other one that crashed earlier?
They all kind of landed in the same
Okay.
spot. Like the silver one kind of threw the bronze one down, and then the other two piled onto the silver one, onto its wings to take the silver one down.
Should we try?
Yeah.
I'm gonna head that way.
It's getting very late in the afternoon.
That's right. Lenny's mom can take it.
She can.
All night.
Fucking hate you guys.
All right.
Rider fire.
Oh,
Rider good and hard.
Oh, she's getting ridden so
So
hard.
you're riding north.
Yep.
Okay.
He's pushing her real hard in front of us.
All right. So let's do a skill check. Just the 4 of you guys. We're not going to worry about the other 2.
Okay.
But just give me stuff to help you guys get there fast and try to determine the location of where it could be.
Obviously, survival.
Yeah, naturally.
19.
Let me help.
Okay.
I'm gonna do survival as well.
Okay. And perception from Dust.
Of course. That's all Dust is going to do.
Lenderville.
10 and 2.
So we're looking for a quick path.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are trying to kind of scooting along pretty fast, looking for this crash site.
Okay. So could I add perception? I haven't rolled that yet, so 21.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Roll for Gideon.
My eagle eyes
You
are
don't
failing.
have to. You don't have to. So you guys are hauling ass, and you're kind of off the beaten path here. The forest isn't really dense in this area, as we've gone over before. There's quite a few openings and places where there's will be a couple acres that are just open out here. And in fact, it's pretty common practice for farmers to just claim like, yep, I want this one and that one, and then they'll never cut down a tree and just plant in the open areas. Pretty natural, keeps the wind down too. So you guys are making pretty good time. Pyre's kind of gauging kind of general direction based on the location of the sun and all this. Siler's trying to help him, but he's just like, maybe we should turn. And Pyre's like, no, we should not. We should not turn. We should not turn right here. Meanwhile, Dust and Lenderville are just keeping a weathered eye on the horizon. You guys, like I said, moving them around for about an hour and a half. It's starting to get really dark. So go ahead and roll me we're going to add to the previous skill challenge. So roll me something you haven't rolled yet. To help you guys navigate through the dark. The other rolls are still viable. We're just going to add to it.
So, I am going to cast a new spell.
Okay.
I am casting Dark Vision on myself. It lasts for 8 hours.
Cool.
Sweet.
And obviously I'll use survival to.
So this is adding to the.
Oh, adding
previous
to it?
one. Yeah. Because the other one was going to be more rolls, but I was like, we'll just take a roll from everybody and then we'll do as we go.
So to pick a different thing.
So with it getting dark now, I don't actually have dark vision, so let me roll a perception then.
Try to, like, an audio, trying to listen.
Yeah,
to
to
do
make
that.
sure I can keep up with.
Did it work?
No,
Okay.
that was a 10.
8 on survival.
8 on survival.
10.
10.
I'll get a good look at all the horses on. Give Steel Whisper a little pat. And make sure he's doing okay, and try and do an animal handling, and make sure the horses are hanging up.
Go for it.
It's 8.
Okay.
Oh shit! When it gets dark.
Bad. Yep. Just trying to do something different.
And what'd you roll?
I'm gonna use stealth
Okay.
to find this easiest way to go through.
Yeah. Quietest way, path of least
But I
resistance.
can't hear him.
30.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't hear him.
30?
Because my perception. Because
Yeah, that armor gives me
advantage.
double my
Basically gives him
Proficiency
expertise
bonus.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Because remember I said it was
I rolled 19.
+3 and proficiency bonus was +3.
a lot.
So now it's you guys leveled up. No, proficiency bonus went up to +4, right? At level
No, it's plus
five?
3.
Plus
Still
3?
plus
Okay,
3.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just got expertise and stuff. I figured that way it would scale with you guys in case you want to hang on to it.
Yeah.
for a while. That way it was, not just like a throwaway thing. I hate making throwaway things on D&D because it's so much fucking work. Anyway, so it is getting dark, so I can understand why the perception checks and the survival rolls and all that were pretty low. But the stealth with the shadow armor was spot on.
He vanished.
So you
Into the
guys
night.
are
Where
you kind of bring in and you're
Fire.
having a hard time seeing in here. And you hear, like, when you stop, Pyre's like, all right, guys, shh, bring it down. And you can hear, like something really big is just destroying things up ahead of you. Like you hear trees just being knocked down and stuff like this. Like it's pretty bad.
Tie the horses up here. Yeah, move forward quietly.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you guys are kind of. Are you stealthing up?
Yeah.
All right, so let me get a group stealth check. I'll let you use the 30
Okay.
because it was ridiculous.
That was just impressive.
Yeah, I'll head up at like 30 feet in front.
25 on stealth.
20.
7.
As a group, that's not bad. So you guys managed to keep everybody in check.
Where'd you guys go?
Pyre's moving up ahead of the group a little bit, and as you kind of slinking up, you see this massive silver tail kind of just alive. And you just see this swath of trees get knocked down. And as this dragon spins around, you see all these massive gashes on her forearms. One wing is bent and like broken. The other wing is just kind of dragging the ground. And it's just slinging its tail around. As you scan this newly created clearing, you don't see any other dragons.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And Draconic, like, we're friends. Remember me, Spire.
Make a persuasion check.
Does she look okay? Minus the.
Any
She's pretty beat up.
Dirty 20.
30-20. She
Is Alabaster?
kind of picks a tail up, slams it down as she swings around, and is like uncomfortably close for a ancient silver dragon
Right.
to be that close. And you just hear this really, really deep, like guttural, like and then she kind of snorts this super hot breath. It's like at
I
your
can-
nostrils,
Yeah.
like your hair is now permed.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you kind of hear it in your mind more so than as words, but she kind of telepathically back to you. Where were you?
We're like an hour away.
You could have helped. Where were you?
Al didn't even tell me where you were going. Is he here? We have a cleric.
You should have been there.
Is he alive?
No. He's not.
Where's his body? Maybe we can bring him back.
Who? Which one? How can you bring him back?
Advice on the last minute.
Oh.
No.
And she sees you look over at him, and so you see this big dragon mouth just kind of over you, kind of gently picking you up, like, you know,
A mother to the young.
like an egg. Picks you up,
Trying to hold me
and
because
kind of, and it only takes her, like, she swings her neck around and kind of takes like 2 steps with her front legs to get turned around, and then just kind of, as gently as a massive silver dragon can set someone down, sets you down. You kind of roll a couple times. Just careful. You will disturb the body.
would I be able to see how long he's been dead? Because, like I said,
Make a perception check to find it,
Okay.
and you'll understand why.
14.
You look around, and you don't see a body.
Then
But you do see the sword you saw him swinging around. And it's kind of laying over here
Okay.
in this grass. You walk over to it. You see this pile of ash next to it.
can I ask the dragon? Is this him?
Yes, you can bring him back. Do you have this power?
I put you on the spot.
Do I see any of the other dragons?
Make a perception check.
How long ago do we think he
13.
died?
You don't see any other dragons. And it is almost dark by this point.
The ash. Is it?
He's been, well, a while. Took you guys a little over an hour and a half to get here.
Yeah, no. He's out of revivify range.
She says, they held up a finger, shot him with this green energy,
Who did?
and he just dissolved.
Who shot him with the green energy?
Would Granny Matilda know that spell?
Just roll an Arcana check for Granny Matilda. Because that's a little higher up for her.
Oh shit, she's pretty good. 21. Disintegrate.
Mm.
Yes, that's a very powerful magic. There's no bringing him back from that.
Well, if that's it, then why don't you come camp with us and take some rest? We'll guard you while you heal. You can tell us about the battle in the morning.
Can you heal her wing?
Yes, I can.
I can't transform in this condition.
I'll do a 3rd level cure wounds on her.
That's what I was. Exactly what I was going to do too.
We're gonna heal her up.
Yeah. Need her back to full if we can.
Well, she
I don't know that you guys have enough magic either.
I got a bunch of
She's a
potions
big
too.
girl. I don't know, 15 on mine.
I don't know that you guys have enough magic in a week to bring her up to full.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to get her
Yeah.
wing. Just focus on her wing so
Yeah.
she can fly again.
15 from me.
So, and 15 for me as well.
Yeah.
So you, this energy kind of, the one wing that was like snapped, she kind of pulls, and as this energy kind of works its way into the joint, you hear it just kind of pop itself back, righted, and she kind of flaps that wing This other wing is still
If we're sitting here for the night, then
dragging.
Yeah. Pyre's just kind of collapsed at the sword, just like openly, like tears coming down his face.
We saw you fighting 3 dragons. Where are they?
Cowards.
They survived.
did they head
They
north
were cowards. They flew away north,
towards the dragon?
northwest. Rotten runs.
If we're gonna stay here for the night, then I'll just cast it on her other wing too.
There's no respect between dragons anymore. Her other wing too?
Yep, that's 20 for that one.
20. As you work your way over to that side, you notice there's this really deep gash kind of in the joint where the wing meets the body. And as you're casting on that, it starts to kind of knit together and she can kind of move it a little bit. And as soon as she starts to be able to move it a little bit, she back into like her humanoid form that you'd seen before. I mean, someone really looking could tell that there's something not quite right about this person, but that's the form she chose with the silver eyes and the silver hair and everything.
Alright.
So,
Let me head over to Pyre. And I'm gonna take the sword and hand it to him.
okay.
He would want you to have this.
He was the only one that believed in me. And I've done nothing but constantly show that the world would be a better place if I just died.
No, we should right this wrong in the world.
Did we see what color dragon she was fighting?
There was a red one, the
Bronze one.
bronze one,
And the gold one that you
And the
saw
gold.
before. All 3 of them showed signs of
that green my eyes.
corruption that you'd experienced in the past.
Do you need some more healing?
Oh, she was able to transform back to her human form.
She managed to get back down. She's a couple days. I'll be okay.
Can Great Matilda do Lehman's tiny hut?
I can ritual cast it. I forgot last time I can ritual cast it.
Oh, okay. There you go. We'll be safe here.
Now, if we give her a potion of healing, would it help her get better faster? I mean,
I'm sure.
instead of a few days. Because I have a feeling we will need her for the fight to come. Absolutely. And
Well, I mean, if we're gonna hug her down, I can pump 2 more cure wounds into her.
I can do another one, a third. Yeah, we can just like the potions in.
I'll climb up a tree and keep watch.
I'll go over to her with the sword, and I'll hand it to her and say, "If my death will make you feel better, you can take it."
And she takes the sword and
I'll just kneel down.
before you get a chance to kneel down, she takes the sword. She very deftly, just takes a slice just in front of your Adam's apple. And she kind of lets it twirl up and drops it where it's standing up in the soil before you. It says, "No. If I thought your death would bring him back, absolutely. I'd kill you right now.
I'd 100% give it.
However, I feel like with you alive, there's an opportunity for you to bring justice upon those who have wronged us both."
That'd be so massively powerful. I don't see how that could happen.
I'm sure you'll find a way. And she kind of nods and starts walking over towards Lenderville over here, casting this hut. As he's focusing on this bead and this energy starts to kind of finger on it, and it's kind of rising up and this dome shape starts to form around him. She kind of steps inside.
Now, do we know exactly what kind of magic this green miasma is? I'd like to ask her if she has any idea in her
I
knowledge.
wonder if it's similar to the Demi-Lich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She just says, "It's corruption.
Corruption.
I've been alive for a very long time. Often, or not often, that you see something able to corrupt a dragon. This is evil.
Would the eye do it? Show her the eye. Ask her if, or who has it.
We saw a similar effect come from a witch's head. And we've taken its eye.
Could just be a green glow and a green glow. Nothing similar than green, but
She's seen both. So could she roll Arcana, see if it was...
Sure, roll me a d20.
Nice. 22.
Under intelligence.
Can't remember this. That was messed up.
I was rolling Granny Matilda's. I rolled a 13 if you need that.
Okay. That's gonna be, we fought one of these before. Long ago. Alabaster. She stares at it for 1 minute, tosses it back to you. I don't know that they're related. Could be,
worth a try.
but I don't know that they're related.
Do you know of...
Never seen a demi-lich corrupt something. Seen them suck the life out of things. Suck the energy out of things, but I've never seen them corrupt something.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good.
Could removing the curse help? Because we have our cleric can cast that.
I suppose you could try it.
Unfortunately, it has to be touched.
Anything's worth trying once.
We might be able to make that work now. Got haste.
Ooh. That is scary.
Especially for my boy Des.
Pyre is just gonna get blinding drunk right next to the ash pile,
Well, naturally.
and he's gonna put the ashes in one of his canteens, empty canteens. Can you finish
Or
it?
actually, use my own box.
And he'll just cradle the sword and wind up in the fetal position.
That's done.
I'll attune to it.
That's what I was looking to see which one it would be.
Yeah. Is it a longsword or?
Yeah, it's a longsword. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it to your inventory right now.
Oh.
Wow, you've got a lot of magic items. You've got a lot of magic items. I think you've got all the magic items for the whole party.
Yep.
he has a lot of them. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the horseshoes of Zephyr. You can put them in your inventory.
Oh, awesome.
One of them's the bag of beans, one of them's the mirror of the past. Oh, and the sunspot lantern, you could probably take that one out of your inventory because
Oh yeah, I got rid of that.
gave that away.
Cantrip, yeah.
The ring of obscuring that you've never used.
Oh yeah, does anyone want that?
What is it?
You can cast fog cloud from it.
Yeah, but you can't see out of it. It's really good for escaping, and I'm never gonna
I'll
be using
I'll
it.
take that actually.
It's you have to attune to it, but yeah, you can cast fog cloud 3 times for free. every day.
Okay. What's it called?
Ring of obscuring. It'd be better than hiding in your shell.
That's true.
I inked.
So are we taking a long rest tonight?
Well, you just takes a short rest, but you guys are taking a long rest, so you can just go ahead and attune to it.
Yeah.
You're inside of the tiny hut with an ancient silver dragon who is hurt. However, a hurt ancient silver dragon is more than strong enough to take on anything that might challenge you guys.
Well, if we're bedding down for the night, I will burn my last 2/3 levels to cure wounds twice on her.
And I'll use it once, my last third.
I'm gonna climb up onto a tree branch and hoot like an owl.
Okay.
15.
Roll an animal imitation.
25 total for me.
I don't know. That was an 11. I don't know.
25 total for me.
25 total?
Yeah. Now just tell her this is what we can do to help. I mean, I know it doesn't make it right.
It's not your fault. He was old. I shouldn't have encouraged him.
You guys hear an owl every now and again.
Something out here?
Yes, I shouldn't have encouraged him. But
My head's gonna spin around in a circle.
What happened? We want to know all the events leading right up.
we were investigating the Dragon Pass, and we saw them. There were two, and they were meeting with this other person. They had another person with them. There was two dragons, three individuals, and they seemed to have somehow captured this red dragon. And it's like they were feeding it something. We watched, observed, the chromatics have always been hostile towards anything that doesn't kill for sport, so we watched from a distance, thinking perhaps maybe they were euthanizing the beast, but that doesn't appear to be the case. After a couple of days of it staked down to the ground, this green gas started pouring forth from his mouth.
You think it was tied directly to the food?
And then it started just excreting this, it had this green glow to it, this green energy seemed to be emanating from between the scales, and as soon as it started doing that, the other two started flaring up. I've never seen such corruption.
So it sounds like something in the food. I wonder if that has anything to do with the mayor, too.
I convinced Alabast that we could take them. We hadn't been in a fight in a long time. And
What's the feeling?
he fell.
You think that they have a base?
I have no idea. We watched them from the ridge as they were in the Dragon Pass.
I think that's gonna be our best bet.
So what does a dragon usually do when it loses its Drake Warden?
Well, sometimes we go back to one of the citadels and assist in the training of future Drake Warden, helping to raise young dragons, typically in our mortal form.
Well, I mean, do you want to seek out some vengeance against these?
I wouldn't be opposed.
Because I mean, we're traveling with a Drake Warden that is dragonless.
She kind of looks over to Gideon and she says, she starts kind of telepathically probing his mind, and she's, no, I don't think we would be a good fit. There's a lot going on in there.
No.
So, you guys are just taking a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we head to the couriers in the morning with her in tow?
A couple hours out, man.
Because it definitely wouldn't hurt to have a few extra set of hands if possible.
and before she returns to the.
I'm gonna say you guys could pretty easily make it back to the courier base.
Yeah.
I mean, without a whole lot of issue, just because you're
Still.
you've got her with you and you're not far.
Yeah.
So you guys get to the tower, Myra's tower, courier base. What would you like to do?
Can we find
Go for
give the king or prince?
Sure.
Yep.
You work your way around
Okay. Well,
up the levels there,
That takes care.
and you get to the 5th level, and this is the first of Kamira's private levels, and about a good half of it has kind of been cordoned off, and kind of they move stuff up there to almost make like a wall, but not quite a wall. There's no traffic in through this floor, so he doesn't need much privacy. But
My food, that's all.
oh,
You ordered food.
oh,
Hey, that's all I said. Eat.
oh, gotcha. Good. But
Yeah.
but anyway, so he's got a room on her 5th floor. He's up there just kind of sitting in front of one of the windows.
Any news from the capital?
I haven't heard anything. Nobody talks to me. They keep me out of the loop.
Nothing's changed. You haven't heard anything about your father.
Well, I know he's dead.
Well, besides that,
What's there to hear?
I don't know.
He's gone.
There's no reason to be a sarcastic twerp.
I mean, did your father just die? Are you suspected of killing your father?
No.
Maybe you might be a little sarcastic as well.
Okay. All right. I was just coming up here for some additional information, but Dusk will walk away. Go back down.
You know, it's hard to read with you clanging around up here. You just hear.
That's why I'm leaving.
Thanks. It's just a bird. He doesn't say he's reading.
Okay.
Lendervold, did you have anything you wanted to do?
At the base.
Yep, at Kamara's tower. You do have this enormous silver dragon with you that is currently in human form.
So what are we doing here? What is the purpose? We come here to kill the vampires.
Yeah. Yeah, we came to.
Remember there being a mention of looking for Lorne? We found him.
Yeah. Yeah, we were gonna see if they had any updates on where they could, if they had any sightings of the big bads, the vampires.
Yeah, because she can scry. So.
Yeah. She hasn't had any luck scrying on them. Thus far.
Well, we saw them just south of Jabara. So they can't be far.
Any, were you able to find out any of your other ones, any lieutenants or anything?
Well, I haven't seen any, say, new lieutenants, but it was just a simple matter of scrying on all the greenbow that I knew of, or I could hear of, or people could describe to me from Favashea, and eventually I had a pretty good network set up. My men have killed a good portion of them, but some of them are a little too strong.
What was the name we killed? The one we killed out.
Yao Ming.
Huh?
Yao Ming.
Yao Ming.
Killing.
We killed Yao Ming.
Yeah.
The bastard.
He had some reach too, so I mean,
It'll happen with big jobs. So.
any particularly tough ones nearby? Without.
Oh no.
To go?
I'm not high. No. So. It seems you've disrupted their operations to the south, so that's good. The east, however, another story. They've had reports of strange sightings around the Forgotten Expanse, seeing fiends.
We did see a
Which
fiend.
is interesting. Never seen those outside of the forest.
They were driven out by the vampires. We met one.
A vampire?
No, a fiend.
Injured and terrified of vampires.
You know, when I was injured and terrified of vampires, I wish you guys would have shown mercy to me, so good on you.
Yeah.
Dustin just
So anyway, so to the best of my knowledge, Father Shea is not safe for mortals at night. At all. Completely overrun. From what I can see here, there have been reports near the Dragon Pass of vampiric activity, as well as over the past few weeks, as well as on the road between Janatai and Navashak. There's a right there, just southeast of Father Shea. There's a bit of a trading post. The people of Father Shea would come, and it was kind of like a stopover, much like your little Shibara.
Right.
And it seems to have been also completely overrun. So they seem to be content with sticking to Fahalal for now.
Let me get your advice on another matter. Are we alone?
Yeah, you're up there. You would have to be up on the 5th or 6th floor, so.
So, the Dragon Wardens have been almost completely been overtaken and corrupted.
That's not good.
It is not. And I'll describe the green sickness and the corruption that's over. Have you seen anything like that? It's from a sorceress. The one that stole Gideon's memories.
I feel like we're still talking about Narasaris.
It is, yeah.
She was always into the weird stuff. I mean, I've never personally dealt with it.
Do you think of any ways to maybe free them from that?
I mean, it depends. If it's item specific, maybe they were given something that has, corrupted them or cursed them, and then it's just a matter of, removing said item and lifting the curse. If they were somehow, magically mind controlled, maybe we can reverse the spell, break the spell, any number of things really. If they were somehow chemically, maybe poison of some sort or something like that, and chemically altered their mind. I've heard of drugs changing people into just terrible people.
Or
Perhaps it could be something like that. So it's hard to say without knowing exactly what it is that's wrong with them. Being able to study a live specimen would be ideal. A dead specimen may work, but a live specimen would be the ideal method.
Gotcha.
Of study on that.
Oh, we'll try and get one.
At this point,
Any idea where she might be? I know we asked before, but
Narasaris?
yeah.
Oh Lord, I haven't been able to scry on her in over a century now. She is paranoid, maybe, perhaps a little paranoid. Yes, paranoid. She's paranoid.
Gotcha. Not that we could do anything against her anyway.
Oh goodness, no. She's. I would think, but personally, I would think twice. Yes, personally, I would think twice about fighting her myself. Very strong. So, is there anything else I can do for you? Any news from the outside? Beyond my scrying and what my men bring me, it's a little underwhelming.
Yeah. Just, Bard is probably going to get wiped off the map soon.
Yeah, did she know about the mayor being poisoned?
Yeah, Mary got poisoned. It was a crazy spell. It was,
Can you describe
Still
it?
yeah, I'll
don't
describe
know.
it. What'd you have to do to get rid of it?
He had cysts growing in his throat. It was detect magic to figure it out, and then dispel magic. Yeah, it was a good
Now
one.
you can save spell slots by just casting dispel magic on something, and if it works, then it works. If it doesn't work, then you're like, well, it wasn't magical.
Okay.
That way you're not burning 2 slots.
And one of the components was the eye of a demi-witch.
Which we happen to have one.
You have one?
Yes.
May I?
Here you go, honey. Here you go.
He says, oh, these are very rare. How did you? Never mind.
We fought a demi-witch.
So she's got this little thing like for setting cut gems on, this little gold. It's got 4 little legs and a little. She sets it on there. She's got her magnifying glass and she's looking it over and she kind of has this energy between her fingers and she kind of is sitting there energizing it for a second. Okay. That is very rare. Very powerful indeed. And you said they use this to cause his sickness?
Yes. This is
One of the components for the spell. Do you know what spell would use?
Roll me a Arcana check and just give me Granny Matilda's stats and then add +3.
30. Roll an 18.
He's
And she has +9.
What's Granny Matilda and Arcana is
Yeah, she's very hot. Whereas Saitan was just very hot.
Right.
She says, oh no. Oh no.
Does that sound good?
If they used one of these eyes, focused it over a alchemical concoction, and distilled down its power into this alchemical concoction. No. That might be how they're doing the corruption.
Really?
Yeah.
But he didn't show any of,
The green miasma.
miasma or anything.
He was very bedridden.
That is an issue.
Cyst growing inside his mouth.
If we could see how they corrupted someone, that might help.
This one was.
We saw, she saw them feeding
The
something
dragon.
to him, right?
Yeah, and then a few days later is when the green miasma became.
What were they
prominent.
feeding? Was she able to tell?
She said it was just food, looked like food.
Oh, you want her to be there too?
We'll go get her.
Okay. So you ask her, and she's. Well, I mean, it's hard to tell from as far away as we were, but looked like they were just giving it, water to keep it alive.
Yeah, we think someone slipped something into his meal at the inn, and that's how they got it into him.
And the mayor, him and his wife had the same
So
meal.
you mean to tell me that they boiled down and
Concentrate.
they took the essence of a Dracolich's eye to corrupt a dragon, which is understandable, very powerful, formidable, and a mayor, the blacksmith of Jabara,
Yeah, he's just the blacksmith.
They must have been going for someone else.
Okay. Well, I think this is safe enough. He's also the king of a lost dynasty. Like,
Bergeron?
yes.
Just gonna drop that bomb. Just right there.
Yeah, and he has the key to basically making more warforged.
What?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Mic drop.
That.
Let's go get some ale.
Right there. This whole time.
Maybe if they corrupted him, then he'd be able to, and they brought him into their fold, he'd be able to start it up and start making warforged again for them.
Well, if we really think it's the same kind of corruption, we know that we can't dispel it.
Yeah, we
Yeah, that's why we're trying to learn this.
And maybe his body was fighting back because he's a dwarf and they're hardy and good against poisons.
Well, yes.
And we got him the day after.
Was he already corrupted, or is he just succumbing to the corruption, or was he just sick?
He was sick. Severe
Bedridden. I mean,
But that was the first day, so maybe that's
Yeah.
why.
Not even 24 hours.
Sores in the throat,
Hmm.
anal fissures.
So we know. Ooh, this is the West. You'll have to ask Gideon about this sometime. Anyway.
Oh, someone's been picked.
So glad I was not there.
So anyway,
That's not a wand.
lost my train of thought. You're a wizard.
Oh, you too.
Oh, doing that with a wand of smiles.
Yeah. You just can't help but laugh.
I like it a lot.
That is the worst. Oh.
That's canon, and that happened now. When he misses that.
Welcome back, Brandon.
Yeah, exactly. Oh God. I don't even know where I was at. I'm completely lost now. I'm just picturing Gideon getting ass fucked by the wand of smiles. Just laughing the whole time, but inside wanting to die.
Yeah.
You'll learn to like it.
Yeah.
So we know that if we dispel it before it's taken hold, it can be dispelled. I suppose the next thing to do would be to try to dispel it on someone that's currently, see if maybe that works.
And there's still a part of them that is themselves, because I talked to the Triton, and I was like, maybe there's a way we can fix you, and he kind of looks at it, he's like, it's way too late for that. So
That's interesting. Maybe it was the same thing they used on you, Gideon. If that's the same thing she used on Gideon.
the Wand of Smiles? No, sorry.
Canon. If that's the same thing they used on Gideon, then perhaps there is a way. But if she used something else on Gideon, then there's no way to know.
Murphy's.
Yeah.
We're in uncharted territory here. Mind control on this scale is very taboo.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Beyond maybe just a couple chuckles, using it on the court jester. The king laughs. We turn him loose. You know, memories hurt. You know, the king of the elves, almost 2,000 years ago, his jester was alive and served him for 400 years. No one ever knew. That was a doppelganger.
Really?
Yes, interesting. Anyway,
I thought doppelgangers were a wife's tale.
of course I did hear that from someone's wife in court once, so could be.
Hey, when they had kidnapped me, were they trying to feed me anything, or?
No, they were in the process of trying to
Yeah, just-
dispel whatever it was that
Yeah.
made you look like Nicholas,
Yeah.
or made you look like Pyre,
Yeah, that was weird.
but you didn't look like Pyre, you were Pyre, so.
I was. Yeah. Still.
Jerking off.
Jerking.
Yeah, that's canon.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he said it. So it's got to be true.
I mean,
it's just like everything you find on the
your
internet.
captors.
Also, he thought he was gonna die, so I was like, might as well.
Might as well rub one out before I go.
He's like, they're gonna be super pissed when they find out it's just me. So
He was using his wand of smiles.
Oh god.
The next chest we find is gonna have one that smiles in it, just like that.
The wand of disappointment.
well, we find one of these like asshole can't wipe it
It's
off.
a nub.
Yeah. Broken in half. Like, man, this is not as long as I thought it would be.
That's what she said.
So, well, it seems like you boys have some actionable intelligence, someone a way to go, maybe something to do, right? Maybe, I don't know.
I think our first objective is the vampires, right?
We don't know enough. They seem to have retreated a bit
So
from Jabara, so we have more pressing matters.
Yeah, I don't know that Jabara was ever the primary target. I don't even know that it was ever the target. I think that it was just a good source of,
people.
So we're gonna go for the Drake Warden corruption thing.
That's really bad.
I mean, to me, those it's either one of those or the war.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about the war. We're way too fucked up to try and sort out a war between two countries. We will absolutely just cause the war.
That will not go well.
It will not. No. The first time I start jerking off, it's done.
Yes, I have ordered my men to stay very far away from all of that business.
So I think the thing is to try and.
What about the people of Jabara?
I think they're fine now.
Well, they're gonna try to relocate somewhere safer.
Oh, yeah, there isn't any place. But I think maybe we can do something. There was a smaller dragon that you fought, right?
Yes, the bronze one was smaller. The red one was smaller as well. They were young.
Maybe we can hunt that one down and capture it and bring it back, or use spells to try and get rid of the corruption there.
That might be a big ask.
You're a
You have
big
to-
dragon.
You have to hope that they're not. But you have to hope that they're alone.
Yep.
I need a little time. I'm still pretty banged up. You guys did your best, but there is a lot of wounds, and some of them you can't heal with a spell.
How far? You hurt the bronze dragon, I imagine, right?
I grabbed him by his little neck, shook until I didn't feel life. Somehow he kept going. If he's not dead somewhere, he's close.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I think we should
You
hunt
should
him
kill a
down.
dragon.
Let's go.
All right. Should be fairly easy to track.
Gotta hunt down a dragon, huh?
Yep.
Well, that sounds like a good place to start next week.
Yep.
All right.
All right, guys.
Made it.
So,
We hit our own dragon.
well, it was. So, we started down in the thing. It was the 21st of Paha, which was Sundus. So then you took a long rest. It's Mundus. After that. And then you went to the courier thing. Found him, Tertus. It's now the 24th. Goodness. I like having the calculator, the calendar, because then I can. It helps me with all the background stuff, like all the other shit going on. Even if you guys don't ever interact with that stuff, it's kind of nice to. And things can react to you guys better that way rather than.
Man. So it'll be two dragons, dragons, one encounter. I think we should have solo. Thrax versus that.
There you go.
Well, that is a young bronze dragon. That might be a very quick solo.
Yeah, so
Chihuahua goes up to a Great Dane.
Yeah.
Those
Yes.
travelers are vicious.
So it'll be the 26th.